A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
My bitch a choosing lover, never fuck without a rubber. Never in the sheets like it on top of the cover. Money on the dresser, drive a compressor. Top notch hoes get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the buck for $40 in the club. Fucking up the game, bitch, it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000 a pop, I'm pulling business off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn head. Some hoes wanna choose, but them bitches too scary. Your bitch chose me, you ain't a pimp, you a fairy.
A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
Baby, you been rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I show you shit you never seen. The 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. I say my girl, I don't mean my woman, that ain't my style. Need a real street stalker, walk a green mile. You piling up the paper on the dining room table, cause you able to realize I'm the truth and not a fable. Baby, rockin' Russian sable, keep that chiller on the rack. What I look like with some $1,000 shit up on my back. I'm $1 million man that need $1 billion bitch. Put my pimpin' in your life, watch your daddy get rich. Easy as ABC, simple as 1, 2, 3. Get down with UGK, Pimp CBU with B. Cause what's a hoe with no pimp, and what's a pimp with no hoe? Don't be a lame, you know the game and how it goes. We try to get chose.
A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Artie of Artie's Corporate Fiction. Welcome, one and all, to another Friday open bar. Oh, what the hell just happened? Why did it go back to the starting scene? Why did it do that? Why? I don't know why, but thank you very much for joining me. Appreciate it, you guys. Hope everything's been going well. I'm so happy it's Friday. Absolutely. But I have a special show for you tonight. If you guys haven't known, or you have, we'll do the recap, of course, of the incident in question. But if you guys remember Nathaniel and Methany from Portland, who tried to declare themselves not having to follow the cookie store's mask policy, Methany ended up whooping on this the store owner. Flash forward to today. Methany has been found guilty of assault for the crime. I forget what the full charges are. Nathaniel's actually out on the lam, but he uploaded all of the body cam footage of the actual incident, and I'm going to try my damnedest to give you all the different perspectives at once. We're going to have up to four different viewpoints simultaneous going on tonight. I'm hoping I can make it work. It's gonna take a little bit of trial and error. Mostly because I'll probably want to listen in on the a particular police officer's audio versus Methany or Nathaniel's, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna try my best. So that's the big thing that I want to do. And we're gonna get it all. They also uploaded the actual trial, the audio of the actual trial itself. But I'm gonna save that for next week, though. There's a lot of there's several hours of audio that they uploaded, and I need to go through it and cut a lot of the boring stuff, the dead air. Even still, it's going to take possibly one, if not two live streams to get through it, even if I cut a lot of it. But I want to save it here. So we're gonna do that, and I want to get the show on the road immediately. So let's get it right here. What we're gonna do first is we're going to go. Why does it keep doing this? Stop that. I don't know why it keeps up changing the scene like that. Very weird. So what we're going to first do is we're going to reintroduce ourselves to the actual incident itself. And then I already have the the first two body cam footages ready and waiting in the wings to go live when we're supposed to, and then I'm gonna add 2 more as we go along in the timestamps. I went through this and I marked the timestamps to make sure I got the timing right for everything. So we're gonna start off with the actual incident.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Forgot to turn my hazards off. Hold on. These guys at this cookie place.
So, if you didn't know, the officers that are here, they're actually here on a suspicious package call-in, and they just happen to be right around the corner where where the act happens, and then they file this report. So, actually, a fair amount of the body cam footage, or the body cam footage for 1 or 2 of the officers, actually involves more of the suspicious package. But I skipped through that. We're not gonna waste our time with that.
Test these guys. What's up, Dr. Crippling? About to go test these guys at this cookie place. We've got reports of this business owner chasing some people out of their store with a baseball bat. Should be right around this corner here. Oh, I think that's it right there.
All right, guys, get ready. Here we go.
Don't you offer your services to the public?
Yes, but the state requires that you need to be masked in order to come anywhere inside.
You can't deny public services per federal law.
Yes, I can.
18. You can violate 18 U.S.C. 245.
I don't know what that is, but it's a
It's a federal law. You're a public accommodation. You just said you're open to the public.
I have the right to refuse service to anyone.
That's what 18 U.S.C. 245 is exactly about.
If you leave my store, I'm asking you to leave.
Do you understand what trespassing means?
Yes.
Harassing someone
You're
to leave?
Trespassing. When I ask you to leave and you don't leave, you're
Why-
now trespassing.
That's not what trespassing
Yes, it is.
I wouldn't
Don't-
fucking touch me.
Don't touch her.
The worst thing you could do is put your hands on me right now. The absolute worst fucking thing.
So, the issue here, I see, store owner is trying to escort her out of the building. I mean, she initiated contact, but I think you can look at it that she's trying to escort her out of the building. The problem is that Metheny clearly used excessive force to push her off of her, in my opinion. And I think problem is, well, actually, no. Let me check that. She had already told them to leave. They refused to leave, and so the store owner does have the ability to apply a certain level of force to remove the person from the building. I mean, can they? I mean, it depends on the state that you're in, but ultimately, I would say she's in the right for, even though she made initial physical contact first, and then obviously she pushed back like that.
Hey!
Just put your hands on me.
Yeah, don't fucking touch her.
Get out right now. I have the right to use reasonable force once I've asked you to
I
leave and you don't
fucking dare
leave.
you.
Get out. Right now.
I fucking dare you.
Get the fuck out.
All right, so I will say the store owner, she needs to be, I think I said this way back when we first saw this. She needs to do a better job of handling the weapon, the baseball bat, because it's going to happen with an incident like this where the aggressor is going to yank it out of her.
Get out. Force Once I've asked you to leave and you don't
fucking dare
leave,
you.
get out. Right now.
I fucking dare you.
Get the fuck out.
Bitch.
Get out. Ah! Hey, get the fuck out. Fuck you.
So they end up going into a serious altercation.
Get the fuck out of here.
Assault, that's
So that's one punch. That's two punches. I think she punches at least 3 or 4 times, just in what we can see from here.
Somebody call the police on this lady.
Fuck you.
Amy.
Put your fucking hands on me.
You don't get to fucking assault people and run a business. Yeah, we'll be calling the cops on you, don't worry.
You're like fucking bad.
Fuck off. You don't get to keep your weapon after you assault someone with it.
I do appreciate that they actually, I don't even know if the charge stuck, but I still appreciate the fact that they actually charged him for theft with a bat too. All right, guys, let's get ready. All right, I need video 2 and video 3. I think it's right around here.
So, this business owner over at Crumble Cookies, that's fine, just assaulted us with this. I have it all live streamed right here.
Okay.
You need to go arrest her. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we're taking care of a suspicious device, but is it the people that work there?
It's
lady
the
who
lady
owns
that's, yeah.
She came and like shoved me out and then went behind the counter and got her bat.
Are you guys injured? Do you need medics or anything? Or where'd you get hit?
She just
She started shoving this
Yeah.
into Amy's
I had to defend
stomach.
myself. She grabbed a hold of
And
my
so
hand and
I
started
grabbed the
hitting me.
bat because she started hitting her with it. So we got it.
Yeah, well, and I don't know if they have cameras there, but the parking garage does, so.
Well, we filmed all of it. It's all live right now on my YouTube channel. If you guys want to look at the evidence on there, POLLY AUDIS.
Sorry,
POLLY Polly AUDIS. Now, if business is open to
I
the
can't
public, that's a
fucking
public
believe she put her
accommodation.
hands on me like that.
She's probably calling you guys right now too.
That's the last time she fucking hit somebody with a fucking bat. We were just having a conversation with her. She shoves me. I shoved her back from me and she went behind the counter and grabbed her bat. Was starting to hit us with it.
I know, Diver.
So I cited her 18 USC 245 federally protected activities, which includes public accommodations. And that's when she went and got the bat out and started attacking Amy.
So, like I said, I'm not ignoring you. We just have
That's fine. That's fine.
Here, so we're trying to like do both things. But I called for another
Oh man, I got the females body cams synced up perfectly. Awesome. I'm trying to make sure I got the guy Officer Wrath.
No, it's fine. This is the nature of the job. Don't worry about it. I overheard you guys are from like different areas.
Yeah, we're actually in.
You're in Portland, okay.
Yeah, Washington County.
To all different counties to find out why these sheriffs aren't doing their duties and protecting
Say, we're-
people so stuff like this doesn't happen, you know?
We honestly
It's like
don't really
Chicago.
target city police. We target the sheriffs because it's ultimately their responsibility to have stopped this from the beginning. You guys have the same
okay.
authorities under your department policies, but it's really the sheriff's ultimate responsibility as in their position to stop official misconduct.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are supposed to stand up to the judges and prosecutors when they step out of line. That's why their duties say within applicable provisions of law and according to law, not according to what somebody says.
Yeah, so stuff like this doesn't happen when some person tells the story. This is conversation with her.
Oh, and you have the bat, right? Where's the bat go?
You still got
I
it.
have it,
Still
yeah.
have it, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna take it from her. She's really trying to work with it.
She tried to hit the camera with it.
I'm glad that she didn't like actually like.
Oh, she was trying.
She was trying. We had to go
Well,
try to
that
fight
didn't
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
There we go. I think I got it sticked up.
About
Is
that lady.
is that the
Was
first one?
assaulted by her
That-
officer.
is that the
Assuming
courthouse
the
one?
officers
Okay.
body cam time are synced up,
It's just like
I think I'm
Yeah, it's
just
literally
about there.
like that corner space, or maybe the next door down. Sorry about the shaky screen, guys.
Well, this is. Look, this was the easy part. The hard part is adding in the other two videos, okay?
Yes, FMB. You can share it. Hey, Boiled. How you doing? Amy says hi.
Who?
Boiled Corruption.
Hey guys.
He struck that too, Steven. Sean, sorry. All right, so we see this guy. He's actually reviewing the video right now.
Here. Can you take this?
Yeah, that was wild. Super fucking wild.
Hey, Jennifer.
Thank you for telling us.
And there was much rejoicing.
Thank you, Jennifer.
We recorded it all. She assaulted us.
She did. She assaulted us.
Let's not engage with him, okay?
Yeah, that guy wasn't even there whenever it happened. Did you guys see what happened? Could they even see it?
Most of it.
So may I get
Hey.
your last name, sir?
Colin.
I'm sorry?
Colin.
Colin, C-O-L-L-I.
I am. Yes.
I-N-S. Your first name?
No S.
No S.
Ricky with an I.
C-K-I.
Hey, thank you,
Middle name?
Lona Glow, for becoming a member.
Date of birth?
March 15th.
Contact phone number for you?
573-559-0335.
I can't believe that lady really wanted to fight me.
And ma'am, your last name?
Hall?
H-A-L-L?
Yes.
First name?
Amy.
I'm sorry?
Amy, A-M-Y.
Middle name?
Verlee, V-E-R-L-V. Yeah, V.
Sure.
Yep, L-E-E.
Your date of birth?
8576
Phone number?
971 352 91.
One thing I was going to say, it's going to be very hard for me to pause because obviously we have going to have 3, 4, and possibly 5 cameras running. I'm trying to lower the volume if I want to make a comment. But I appreciate that in some of the, I like that in some of the body cam footage, you do actually get to listen in on the officers and how they're going to glean out whether or not to charge them and to charge them with what. So I actually appreciate it, and we're going to take a listen in on that as well.
I know. Well, y'all, if we weren't live streaming that, you would have missed it.
Hey, Big In the second. Everybody check him out. He sent me a video that we're going to take a look at tonight. We may or may not be playing bingo for that video. For prizes, potentially, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, you missed it. We waited to get a cookie and the lady assaulted us. Tried hitting us with
so
a
you guys
bat.
went into the cookie store.
This bat.
And what happened when you first got in there?
She immediately came out and told us that we needed to get out if we don't have masks on. We said, I have to wear masks, it's our constitutional rights. I cited some of the laws.
Well, we asked her if she offers services to the public, and she said yes, she did. And we said, well, then this is a public accommodation. You can't. And we just tried reasoning with her, letting her know, like we do. We just let her know what the laws are, discrimination and all that. And she got up in my face, shoved me. I shoved her back, and she went behind the counter and grabbed her bat. And then came at us with it, so she was going to hit us. And then she came at it like this, facing me, like how you have it right now, and hit me in my chest with it.
Put her hands on Amy, so she lifted her hands.
Thanks, Akira. 808 stay for the $4.99 super chat.
That's when she got the bat.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, but in the chest.
Okay.
That's when I grabbed it because she was assaulting her and the shuffling.
At any point in time before the physical altercation happened, did she tell you guys to leave?
She told us that we needed to get out of there without a mask on.
Public accommodation does not make you there unlawfully.
Well, that's a private business.
And if she offers services to the public, she has to accommodate them. That's the purpose of the public accommodation.
Or at the very least, not assault them. All we were doing was talking to her, letting her know what her rights, our rights, everybody's rights are.
She could have called you guys first. Yeah. But she took it upon herself to be violent instead.
Okay. So she asked you guys to leave. You guys you're stating your case that you didn't feel like you had to.
Yeah. So under the
and then
trespassing law, there's a case law that says.
Yeah, he was reading this to her.
So they're basically conceding that they were trespassed.
You guys said she approached you with her arms out to the sides.
Yeah, she got it all the way up in my face, and I told her not to touch me, and she put her arms out and just chest bumping me. So I pushed her away from me, and that's when she's like, "That's it," and she went around the back of the counter and grabbed her baseball bat.
So under criminal trespass in the second degree, if you go to the annotations and you look through the case laws, this one, the person has been directed by a non-judicial order, so her, to leave a public premises. The person may raise statutory or constitutional right to remain as defense to charge that person remain unlawfully on premises. So we were there within our constitutional rights and statutory law, which I was citing her.
Okay.
And then she assaulted us.
I see.
That was just in 2001.
All right. So we've got another officer who's talking to them on that side, and just kind of.
Which they are. So why don't we actually go and check that one out while this is going? So we're gonna open up body cam footage number nope, not number 4, actually number 5. Body cam number 5. And here, because I don't think most of you guys have seen this, the statement that the store owner makes.
Okay, so I'm not going to do a pain scale. You've got welts on your cheek, you've got marks on your neck. What's your pain level like?
Meanwhile, yeah, I know I should probably have that as an audio blurb.
7 or 8. Would you say that it's like what type of pain is it? Throbbing pain.
Throbbing pain at this point. This.
Does it hurt to touch it?
Yes.
Did they break your busted your lips at all? I don't see any blood around your mouth, but what's this blood from? How many times do you think they struck you with their
All right, so they got 4 or 5. She said 4 or 5 times she was struck in the face. Obviously, the officer's trying to see, like, hey, were you cut? Are you bleeding? How bad is it? Obviously, because the extent of the injuries is going to determine the potential charge. Because if it leaves her with some significant welts, a broken arm is going to get you a far greater charge than a welt is. And also versus, a light bruise, right?
I don't have all the info, but yeah.
Hello.
She was struck in the head multiple times, and it sounds like it was just with this the head. All that. She's evaluated.
Oh, wait, I think actually, oh, my bad. I'm going to stop here. But we're going to go back to the other one. Because I think that officer, she is actually going to talk to her there in a bit. So let's do this. Do.
I'm caught about so bad right now. I'm dying of thirst.
If we're going to be hit with criminal trespass charges for being in a place lawfully just because we don't have a mask on, she's going to get assault charges for assaulting us for being in a place we were at lawfully.
We're going to work together. We're going to get this figured out, okay?
Well,
I'm not looking to. I'm trying to.
We're the ones with the right to remedy here, and we want charges pressed as our rule.
Okay.
We're not interested in.
You are interested in filing charges. I will.
Yes, Nathaniel is still on the lam, but he still has plenty of time to upload these videos on his YouTube channel.
I am not afraid of no God. You guys, these are all the same cops from earlier.
Yeah.
Private businesses can trespass if they're trespassing lawfully, if we're there unlawfully. Like, say we were stealing, if we were stealing and they could have us trespassed. If I just gone in there and been violent towards that lady, she could have me trespassed. That's what trespassing is for. Trespassing isn't for, oh, you're not doing what the governor says like I am, so we're going to trespass you. That's not trespassing. That's discrimination, and it's cowardice.
The governor does not have the authority, no matter what anybody thinks, to override your constitutional rights. Her emergency powers are there to protect the economy and the freedom and the peace of the people.
I'm gonna check in with my sergeant. I'll be right back with you guys.
Okay. And what they don't have the right to do is put their hands on you or threaten to hit you with a bat if you're in their establishment. That's what they don't get to do.
Had we touched her first?
Again, you should be damn lucky you're not in Florida or Texas. Hey, what's up, Archangel?
So now we wait.
Hi there.
What's up, dude?
Where'd Officer Rafferty go?
Oh, he's around here
back
somewhere.
here.
Do I have anything to drink in the car? Oh, that water.
Criminals versus criminals.
Why do I have that song beat it in my head right now? Where's that water?
No push, but she did make contact.
The
All
big
right,
one?
we're gonna hold off here because I want to actually listen in on their discussion here. Oop, wrong one.
My recorder's on.
Oh wait, and so is his. Where's his at? I'm gonna post this officer's body cam. This one. Give me 1 second. The at 26. Rankin. Nope, we already have his. Oh, we have. Did you already? 30 seconds in.
So they are one. So they went into crime together.
Okay. Not wearing masks, I'm assuming, and everybody told me I had to wear masks.
And they told him to wear masks. Why? I thought I had this already here. Sorry, hold on a second, guys. I want to make sure I got this right.
Yes, shop owner.
Aha, here we go. This is what I was missing. This one, I'm going to mark this as BLC. This is that. I'm number 8.
Hang on, let me see if I got bolt cutters back here really quick. Of course I don't.
Which was Magnus.
Okay.
All right. I got their timestamps now. All right, they should be good.
My recorder's on.
What's the deal?
So they are one. So they went into crime together.
Okay. Not wearing masks, I'm assuming, and everybody told me I had to wear masks.
Yes.
Okay.
They started debating. The owner told them to leave. They gave me their YouTube channel. They're currently live streaming. I was able to watch the incident on the camera.
Okay.
Shop owner clearly tells them, you know, hey, I want you to leave. I want you to leave. This is my business, private business. I'm telling you, you have to leave.
Okay.
She came out with her hands clearly out to the sides. Basically walked up to the female. Looks like they're going to come over here. Walked up to the female of the two. And I'm not going to say she pushed her. There was no push, but she did make contact that way. Like, you have to leave, telling her you have to leave, you have to leave. Female immediately shoves her back, There's a minor scuffle there. Shop owner goes, retrieves a bat, which we have now. Says, and you have to leave, you're trespass, I want you out. They keep arguing. They go to grab the bat from her. Pretty much a melee between the shop owner and the female ensues.
The video's online. I just watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it in front of my body cam so that we have some access to it. Is Peckles over at the Come Together?
I don't know. I didn't know what it was. I just moved my car and came to see what was going on.
Yeah.
So, probably.
So, I mean, I think we have to find out what she wants to do. I'm inclined, based on what I saw, she's using her legal authority to tell them this is private business. I don't want you in here without a mask on.
Yeah.
Which they object to. I get it, but...
And then the lady shelter.
Yeah.
Same owner.
Yeah.
I'd go for the harassment if she wants to file.
Yeah.
The shop owner?
Yeah.
Against the Crumble Together gal?
No, they want assault charges filed on the Come Together employee.
She is reasonable force to effect an arrest of criminal trespass too.
Do they claim that she hit her with a bat?
Initially, yes, but it was more like pointing it at them. There was never a swing.
She was bat.
Yeah, there was never a swing to get hit.
Yeah, menacing in certain circumstances, but in this case she's trying to defend herself.
And she's clearly articulating from a number of steps back that I saw in the video.
Yeah.
I'm exercising my right to use the justifiable amount of force to keep you out of my business.
We just had a discussion 2 weeks ago. Because her husband was cited for chasing someone down the street with a baseball bat and menacing.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
husband?
The Come Together lady,
Yeah.
the other owner. I don't know if you know the history, but they were all over the social media about their stance on people having to wear masks in the business.
Yeah, I know they're very...
So they were a target. I mean, they went in there on purpose.
Politics aside.
Yeah, what's the
It's,
crime?
you know,
I guess the question is, does she have a reasonable right to use force to...
So as you guys can, if you guys can't hear it, they are basically talking to each other. It's like, okay, so what do we have here? I imagine this happens in law enforcement all the time. Kind of wish my brother was here so we could actually watch and actually have a back and forth, because I'm sure he's done this like 1,000 times. But he's over. He and the family they're enjoying themselves in Puerto Rico right now. But they're trying to get a sense of what do we have here? What's going on? Sounds like, you know, the store owner told them that their policy is you got to wear a mask. They refuse. The store owner tried to trespass them. They refused to leave. The store owner tried to, wanted to, you make contact with them. She was shoved. And then they're saying, like, now they want to press, they said that they want to press assault charges on him.
Somebody from their property.
Did she use force?
What's that?
Displaying a bat is different than hitting someone.
Well, suppose Crumb Together, did Crumb Together gal stop her first, or did she...
No. The Come Together employee had, like I said, hands completely out to the sides and walked up basically into their bubble. And then the other woman initiated contact based on what I saw in the video.
Okay.
And
So
shoved her
I think we're
first.
solid on our CC2 and our harassment.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're good here.
Yeah.
And then she retreats, recovers bat, and then comes out. Is there contact with the bat? They're saying that there is?
There was like she was holding it out and like, there was never a swing. She was kind of poking it while screaming, get out, get out. And he goes, takes the bat from her while she's engaged in a fist fight with this other one, was screaming, help and get out.
On the video.
Yeah.
But now is the other lady saying that she got hit by the bat?
I don't know.
Because the medics are here to evaluate her.
I mean, she was crumpled up on the floor when they left.
The video stopped showing everything after a minute.
So I guess...
Oops, sorry, hold on. 2, 3.
Let's find out what they want to do. Come together. Yeah, I want to press for that. But I think we're solid on CT2 and harassment. I think our best course of action is a CLC, not taking physical custody. We can do that.
So they said CT2 and harassment. So second degree criminal trespass and harassment.
That's the case.
So why don't you work on that? I want to see if I can get this stupid thing cut off because I don't have bolt
They're
cutters.
still playing with those bolt cutters. The lock is too small. It's weird. Sorry, I wasn't trying to interfere, but I didn't know if you'd seen the video. The ball guys just showed me the video. I'm like, what the heck?
So, heck,
So I need to keep an eye on them and go over there.
yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I mean,
If
I'm
you-
not
yeah,
dictating them
just-
at this point, but we could if we had to.
If you could just stay in contact with them for now. I'm gonna go over and talk to Jen and get that side of things, figure out where that's at, and then go from there.
Sounds like
Frankly, right now I'm leaning toward at least CT2 and harassment, but
I would.
they also
but I
took the
don't know.
bat.
Yeah. And did they hit her? Is she claiming that they hit her with the bat? I can't remember if they have video cameras in the building. So
I don't know, but I don't know that she got. I mean, she got punched several times. I saw that clear as day.
the other lady.
Yeah. So I'll go. I'm gonna touch base over there. I'll be right back. If you just hang out with them, please.
Hey guys, I'm recording, and I would appreciate it if you didn't smoke. There's a no smoking ordinance downtown. I'm just asking you. There's an ordinance.
Like the whole downtown?
There's some spots where you can smoke. Like there's a map, but specifically in front of some of the bars you can smoke, and a couple of alleys. I think that alley is a spot. It was something that was. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just walk over there.
It was something that was pushed by the health authority, I believe, several years ago. Well, I said they pushed it. I don't know. I don't know who made the ordinance. I imagine the city made the ordinance, but.
So you can actually find out the whole mask thing is unlawful just by reading chapter 943 of the ordinance.
They basically came at her again. Tried to snatch the. They snatched the.
Sorry. I want to actually go to his discussion with the other officer here. And I'm going to see if she actually also in this other 1122. Yeah, they're going to talk about it right here. Go ahead and open this one up. Salt, Jordan, Allison. Yep, this one. I'm going to move this here. Oh. Close this. They're not doing much here. 1122. So these two officers are now actually going to talk to themselves, talk amongst each other. I'm going to try and sync up that. 112240, 112230. 30. All right. So we're back in the way.
Hey, can we get on their YouTube and watch what it happened? Because it's
I did.
Okay, so they are gonna go to jail, right? She's got like serious injuries.
Really?
Big welts, scratches, bleeding, swelled up face, like.
Okay, I got all that documented.
Well, yeah. So basically, they came into the place, weren't wearing masks. She said, "Hey, you got to get out. You're not wearing masks. So you need to leave now." They're like, "No." And she's like, "Come on, let's go." And so she like tried to corral him out.
Yeah.
And that's when she's not really sure who hit her first, but
It was the female. I watched the video. The female shoves her, and she goes back, gets the bat, tells them, "Get out, get out, get out."
yeah.
And they basically came at her again. Tried to snatch the. They snatched the bat from her, and then it was a fist fight between the female
Yep.
and her.
And so she got her bell rung pretty good. So you'll see Jen's got all her stuff. And so are we taking one or both? I mean, they were both trespassing, but the other one assaulted.
Yeah, I think.
This is not going to go well.
No, I don't think so at
So
all.
we need some more units.
Yeah.
What is Magnus doing?
He wanted me to check in over here first.
Where's the bag? This is
We
I
have.
already hear that, kiddo.
I took that as evidence.
Okay.
So yeah, so I mean, I'm thinking
Where
she's
is
going.
Magnus? He's not with them.
Well, he's working on the device.
No, we're done with that.
I don't know. Okay.
We're done.
So
Alright, do you want to come see?
yeah.
If you watched it and you see that there's probably PC for trespass
Oh yeah.
and assault.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously increases the crime rate.
Would you like to go
go by ambulance, or would you like to go? Is that your husband?
Question mark. I may mute momentarily.
Jen might be the one to talk to.
Well, that's a legal question.
Oh gosh, okay, I'm not your meeting for tactics.
I'm meeting for tactical question here.
Is that your pup in there?
We got 4 of them.
Pretty dog. There's 4 in there? I just saw the one in the front seat.
They're pretty much on.
Yeah, he's only 3 months.
Looked like a puppy when I walked by. Some of the dogs are this small. So.
Yeah, the 2 bigger black ones are actually his aunts. Additional color
Said
the white one.
Border Collie,
Rottweiler, and Husky, and the white one's Pit Border Rossi.
So yeah, headstrong dog. Probably a good dog.
Yeah, they're great. Except they start to trip on that seatbelt.
oh no!
And 2 of my armrests, and the back plastic panel on the back, driver's back seat.
Puppies don't know better.
Yep. Station 1, 2, French 6, 1.
And trespass.
Can you make a note on the call? We've got PC for assault 3.
Okay, if you didn't hear that, they just said that they just got PC for assault, so probable cause.
So once we're done here, we'll get out of everybody.
Who's with them?
Bo and Agnes. So.
What's their side?
That they were assaulted. Okay. And they want to press charges. I watched the video.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's not what happened.
No.
No, she was clearly telling them, hey, you have to leave. Trying to corral them out. She shoved her first, and then she retrieved the bat. Told them, you have to leave. I'm going to defend myself until you come in, that kind of stuff. They continued to aggress and argue and eventually tried to grab the bat, and then the female stepped in. Melee started.
The male grabbed the bat away too.
Yeah, male grabbed the bat. So I'm thinking he's actually present. He's taking the bat, but she's trying to defend herself.
Yeah.
That's what I was just thinking. So.
And they're both going to jail. I'm going to talk to Magnus. Yeah. Because we need more units.
And I think she's probably armed. I don't know though, because she probably put her gun back on.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
She's going to go to the hospital for eval. Now she's got like shoulder pain and stuff, and that was all from the altercation. I mean, look at her.
I know. I saw when I walked down there, I was like, oh my god.
I can tell from the video. I can tell those are fresh injuries just from their video.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
They were live streams, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to go chat with Magnus.
Let's separate them and talk to
Yes.
them separately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the best Michigan for you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've got enough of us here, I think.
No, you didn't. Well, you weren't out and about in the court.
True.
Yeah. But they already got into pushing and shoving thing with Jen and Dawson.
Oh.
So they're willing to try and citizens arrest us. FYI.
Please.
What's it on? The fight?
Yeah.
What's the name of it? Bo. I couldn't quite tell him or hear what he said.
Okay, I'm gonna spare you guys the sound of the freaking truck.
This will most likely go very poorly. I hope not, but.
But they also say that, we expect this not to go very well because they probably know their proclivities, I guess just to say.
They were
They came up to
filing
us,
a
yeah.
report. Probably will now. I think just based on we just had a physical altercation with them at the courthouse.
I mean, they got into shoving because they were like, don't push us. So Dawson had to push them back out of his space.
Yeah.
Jen had to do the same thing, and then they started to escalate really high until we like kind of like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that they've already expressly indicated that they would like to citizens arrest us earlier.
Yeah.
So
Is Magnus around?
he said hold on for a sec. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he said just wait. Is he over there? Yeah.
Where is
He said don't go down there. He's down I think in his car, but he saw us walking up and said just hold on.
Okay.
Does he want me to hold on to? There you go. Yeah, we watched.
If you can't already hear it, again, they're trying to
The laws, you need to be able to read and understand them.
separate them.
He let you watch it though?
Yeah, so he gave me his YouTube channel and asked me to watch it, so I did.
Even right now, he's live streaming all this content.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe we can organize this, I guess, and see what we're gonna do. Or I guess what you're gonna do. I don't know if maybe the.
No, I don't.
You guys over here dealing with something else when you showed up?
Yes. There's a suspicious device in the alley.
You got video?
Yeah.
It's live.
Yeah.
It's
We're
live.
live streaming.
We streamed the whole thing live. Yeah, we're still live right now.
We probably have to cut it for you.
Do we have to cut it for her to watch it from the beginning?
I'm not sure. I think.
So, go to YouTube.
Ratchy? Yeah, he watched it from the beginning.
Oh, he was able to rewind it?
Somebody else already showed me the video, so
Did you watch it? Okay.
I don't know if I saw the whole thing.
So what would I search for? Like
Polly Audis, Polly Audis.
Okay, she can go live and rewind it. Okay, don't cut the feed.
Polly Audis. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So should it rewind for us?
I think you can go back to the video. So
Oh, there we go. So was this like walking into Crumble like before?
yeah, we started
Has
recording
a full-
before we were walking.
Okay.
Did you find it?
Yeah. Oh wait.
Oh,
or not.
was it just going back to you? We might have to cut it and restart it.
It's only going back to where?
Here, I'll tell you. Somebody told me to look at it.
Double tap left or right to skip. Oh, I did that.
I think he knows how to do it.
This is what the guys told me to do. What I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my line.
They got a nifty trick.
Video and the level of injury that she has, I think I have probable cause for an assault 3.
No.
So she's on the girl for sure. I mean, she's got facial injuries, scratches. She's got great big goose eggs on her head and whatnot.
So now they're saying they got enough for an assault 3.
The video clearly shows, based on my interpretation of what I saw in the video, I think she's the primary. This gal, Amy is her name. Amy is the primary aggressor. The shop owner is exercising her right, say, you're trespassing. I don't want you in my business.
Yeah.
She shoved first while she was trying to be corralled out. Melee ensues. I think he interjects, grabs the bat from the shop owner, and has kind of been involved in the scuffle in that manner. That resulted in injuries. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems like that's aided by an actual person present in the assault of another.
Yeah.
I think that.
But that's my question. Are we going to assault around both, or just
I think it's there for both because he's the one who interjected, grabbed the bat. It only means she had to defend herself at that point.
Okay. All right.
So, okay, cool.
You gonna go to jail or we want CLC?
I think if we CLC, we're gonna be sitting with this problem over and over and over again.
Okay.
I think jail is the more appropriate course at this point.
Okay. Hold tight for just a second.
They seem like they drove off.
We'll watch. Yeah. Okay.
There's still life.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. I mean, so I didn't see the lobby interaction. Was he the more? Who was the more aggressive at the courthouse?
He was the verbal one, basically citing on the USAC, what have it.
But in the physical confrontation portion of it, though.
At the courthouse?
Yeah.
There wasn't really ever any physical.
Okay.
He never
was
did.
the one that had to be pushed back.
Was he?
Yes, him and her both had to be pushed back.
Their demeanor with us is very different here. Obviously, I expect that to change.
Yeah.
Hopefully not, but I don't know how they're going to react.
Okay. So I'm thinking.
Separate them?
See what we do. Have we identified them all yet?
Yeah, I have their names and info.
The only challenge we run into is they do have a car that's got multiple dogs in it right now. It's parked right there. So.
What are we going to do?
Well, if it's legally parked, we'd have to get AWO for the dogs.
Yeah.
My concern about citing versus the jail time right now is that they told me at the onset of this they came in from out of town with the intent of doing this protest, and then they immediately came over to another business as their live stream with the same thing. And I'm worried that the behavior is just going to continue and someone else is going to end up getting assaulted.
I think the plan is to go from business to business. They said something early on like, yeah, we heard they had issues with masks there, so we went there.
Yeah.
So they're seeking it out.
All right. Yeah, no.
Guys, I'm trying my best. I apologize ahead of time.
Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of hedged into a corner on that one.
I think so.
Okay. I'm over here. We'll do some. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Do anything with Jen? We'll just try to think like which is better to take him first.
I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna be crappy either way.
It's going to be crappy.
I think I'm gonna start with her. Alrighty. So Amy, hi. So real quick, at this point you are under arrest, okay?
For what?
For
Sam.
They're arresting me. Why are you arresting me?
Please don't resist. Let's get the handcuffs on. We can talk.
I
appreciate you.
Me and I'm being arrested.
Alright. Hold on, let me get
You
these
guys
double.
are just
I'm gonna.
allow stoner owners to arrest me.
Well, I don't want to. You can't tell me no. But I'm just trying to get this done. You can't tell me no. I'm on your side. I'm trying to take care of this. I understand. You can't tell me no. All right, you're going to do that. I hope this doesn't turn into a bigger issue.
So what's the deal? How come I'm getting arrested?
So we'll explain that here in a sec. Let's move over to our car. Thank you very much. I appreciate your cooperation. I know it sucks.
No,
It's not what you wanted. I get it.
It's unlawful. Is what it is. I got assaulted by a shop employee, and I'm getting arrested.
All right, real quick. Officer Jordan.
So what's the reasoning? I'm not going to run you. I have to hold on to me. Okay. What's the reasoning for arresting me?
So you're under arrest for assault 3.
Is she going to be under arrest also?
No.
Why?
Well, one, she's going to the hospital. We'll talk about it more in just a second, okay? You available to help with the pat down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if you could just face the front of the car for me, man. Thank you.
Do you have anything on you for her to have? I'm recording. But that's why she has their due process, right? We all get to record, we all get to representing it. And I would like to explain this to you so you can maybe comprehend it somewhat. But she has the right to receive services.
Can you show me a law that says that?
I'm not. You can look it up. It's the trespass. She trespassed.
It means trespass means you have to be there unlawfully. Asking someone to leave a public accommodation does not mean you're there unlawfully.
Well, I'm not going to go argue it.
That's interrupting. That's interrupting commerce.
So, anyways, when Amy, is that her name? Amy engaged in the physical fight with.
Thank you, Johnson, for 7 months.
Store
When she defended herself.
That's when it became an assault. Okay, 'cause she was trespassing and she was.
Thanks, Ed, for 2 months.
Well, you keep saying that she was trespassed, but that's not within the provisions of law.
So in
659A covers all of it.
By all technicalities, you were trespassing as well. So I have something. I mean, I could use my discretion, right? I could have you leave, and you can be a witness. You're going to be in the report. So all of this. I could take you to jail for trespassing. I could give you a ticket for trespassing. So I'm trying to be reasonable. I get you didn't put your hands on the lady in the store. Amy did.
In self-defense.
She's got lots of injuries on her face from Amy.
In self-defense.
Her body.
Self-defense, he says.
That's not the way that eyes of the law see what happened here. But that's why we have court, right? We all get to go to court.
Okay.
So,
am I free to go?
I think I got all I can type for a second here.
All right, I'll be right here.
Okay. Hey, well, just keep an eye. I think I got a chat.
Can I take my car keys?
Just take time for 1 second, okay? Yeah, as long as she's okay. Just give us a second here.
Well, I mean, they're my keys.
Well, you're going to jail too.
It's my property. I have proof that it's my property. Good Lord. She's probably being charged with assault 1, assault 4, and criminal trespass in the second degree.
So, Ricky,
you're under arrest too.
Appreciate your patience. I know this isn't the outcome that you guys wanted, for sure.
Well, this is definitely an unlawful outcome, which is furthering your unlawful racketeering activity. But, you guys could just keep doing what you want.
Rico!
So here's where we're at. Ricky, you're also under arrest, okay? So I don't want you
She said it was discretionary.
Okay, I don't want this
And
to
what
get
am
broken.
what am
We're
I
gonna
under
just
arrest
set it-
for?
Assault.
I didn't.
I
I stepped in when 2 other people were assaulting each other. How was that assault on my part?
I appreciate your cooperation. I know, like I said, I know this isn't what you wanted. I'm gonna double lock them so they don't pinch you. Frank 6-1, we have 2 in custody.
You guys are violating 162.235 right now. This is the unlawful administration of justice. Can I call my dad to have him come pick up my car?
One thing at a time.
Yeah, he's just right down the road.
Yeah, because you've got some, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can absolutely make this accommodation. So, since you're in handcuffs, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have one present with you while you're being questioned, and when you're required to face witnesses. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you if you request it. Do you understand your right, sir? I'm going to take your silence as an invocation of your right to remain silent.
Well, your property, is your phone still on?
Yeah.
You want me to turn it off? What do you want me to do with it?
Save the battery.
Yeah, go ahead and,
Do you know your dad's phone number?
yeah, I've got my other phone in my pocket.
Oh, okay. Just don't want to.
So how would...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how
For a minute.
Hey guys, call the sheriff's department here. Tell them what's going on. Request, put in public records request for all the body cams of all these guys.
What is your dad's phone number here so you can get your Audis sheriff?
I think he said it's on his
Go
other
ahead and
phone.
hit X. Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to use the other phone.
Can I unlock it so I don't have to tell you the one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can actually access the phone without unlocking it.
Do you know his number off the top of your head? I can
I
call
don't. Hit the back button on that one. Swipe up the phone.
What's that?
Swipe up the phone on the left.
He said we can turn that off, put it in his bag.
Magnus?
Magnus.
Okay. So I think there's not much that happens here. So I'm going to actually skip forward Magnus's body cam, which he's the one who's fiddling with the camera right here. And I think we're going to go into where he kind of talks to, I think it talks to who I presume is the supervisor, but he does actually talk to apparently some sycophants actually come up to the officer. Sycophants of Methany and Nathaniel.
What's up, bud? What do you need? I was gonna type. Okay, hold on for just 1 second. Okay, we'll do. Bye. We'll do. Bye. I'm still recording, though.
That's fine.
What's up?
Oh man, I just like you seen the courthouse earlier.
Yeah.
I paid my ticket and I see my brother there. He was supposed to be there and like involved in what this is involved in. Like I was talking to him and he was just like, well, I'm gonna go. I'm like, well, that's your choice, but you're stuck lost. Like he said, he doesn't know their names. I'm like, how are you hanging out with people?
With you in there, I couldn't give somebody.
I have no idea who this is actually. We're gonna go to.
Okay, just be cool.
Huh?
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, I got anxiety and I think I got scabbed or whatever.
So I can't give you their names.
Yeah.
Just like if you were in there, I wouldn't give somebody else your name. So, I mean, they're gonna get booked at the Lane County Jail.
Are they gonna get really booked and released? Are you able to tell me that much?
That's not. So once they go to the jail, that's up to the sheriff's office and the custody referees. But my experience has generally been with the Lane County Sheriff's Office, that jail, people generally are not held very long.
Okay, so is there a way we can talk to them before you take them?
No.
No? That's what I figured. Yeah, so, yeah, we want to try to figure out if they're going to,
Chances are the custody referee will hear it and they'll get released with a court date. That's generally what happens with Lane County.
It's, if I'm assuming it's assault and fourth degree.
I don't know what they ended up charging them with. That's
So who was it?
Well, it's one of the officers over there, and again, if you're in that backseat and somebody comes and said, what were they being charged with?
Right, I wouldn't want you to tell me, especially if you didn't know what our affiliation is or anything. But
so, but I mean, you know, it's going to have to run its course.
Right.
I mean, I don't foresee them being in the Lane County bed and breakfast very long.
If we were to go and inquire at the jail, is that how we would go about it?
I mean, you could, but you don't know their names. I mean, you can certainly go down there.
Right.
But here's my advice: is let it run its course, and obviously they have a YouTube channel, so you have a way to find out who they are. This is just me advising you, Greg.
Let it ride.
Zach going to be. Do you know like their cards? The two that were over at the courthouse. They don't know their names, the two that we arrested,
Okay.
but they're friends with them. And actually, it's not the guy that was originally over talking to me. It was the other guy. He's friends with them, and he just wants to bail them out and wants to know their stuff. I can't tell you that. And so he's like, well, I'll just wait for her dad, and that was my bad for even saying
Well,
that.
she's going circuit, so she can't be bailed out.
I think they both are, aren't they?
Well, I'm not sure how they're doing him because he just aided. So is it assault 3 for both?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm still recording because I have his wallet and stuff, and I don't want any sort of imperfection.
Yeah, no, I'm still recording as well, but I believe it would fall under an assault 3 on both.
Got as many code books.
First was crime assault to create a person recklessly causes serious physical injury to another by means of a deadly or dangerous weapon. Recklessly causes serious physical injury to another. Recklessly causes physical injury by means other than deadly. Intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly causes by means other than a motor vehicle physical injury of operator. While being aided by another person actually present, intentionally or knowingly causes physical injury to another. So
that's her.
Well, I think he's.
But he didn't actually cause the injury. She did. But he helped her do that, and he was present. He helped her by taking the bat away from the victim.
I did delete laws. Thank you very much.
It becomes, well, almost a robbery too. He took the bat.
Do you want to call Brandon and Bo and talk to them about those angles, maybe? Because I'm not sure if they discussed that, honestly.
And then I'm gonna skip right in, and then we're gonna call it a day here. I think when he kind of summarizes what happened to his super.
I think so. Just going off, because like I said, just reading it, it looks like it says intentionally causing physical injury. I don't know if we got that with him. Yeah, no, that's what, because she caused we know for sure that she caused all the injuries. So, I mean, she's being aided by him, which is getting us to the assault 3. But if we can't articulate that he's causing it, I mean, it doesn't talk about the additional actor being able to be charged. You could contact the PLA. That might be the cleanest thing. Just say, hey, this is where we're at, and see what they say, see what they prefer. Because either way, we're felony land. It's just what felony. Like I said, I mean, we've got a burglary too, because intent to enter or remain unlawfully with the intent to commit a crime therein. CT2, and then we turn into assault. So honestly, you've got a burg 2 on
burglary
her,
2,
as well as your assault 3.
CT2, assault 3.
Because of that. So, and they're not lesser included. They're not any of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, this is where we really got to start thinking about, because this turned into a friggin' unclassified misto, and quickly evolved into multiple felonies. So, but,
sitting on the benches, lots of mean person money, she's an x-ray female, neglecting greatly, making she refuses to leave.
Okay.
I think that's
right.
it.
You bet. I am heading to HQ because I have my interview for property crimes at 1. So I'm going to be tied up for a little bit with that. But I will be back. I should be done by 2 at the latest. Okay, I'll touch base with you once I get done to figure out where we're at, all right? If anything else comes up. Oh, and Jessica Sewell, apparently...
Jassa asks, isn't burglary when somebody's not present, robbery is when there are people present? Burglary deals with property, robbery deals with the person. You can actually commit both crimes in somebody else's house. So if you go into, say you break into somebody's house and with the intent of taking stuff, that's burglary. But if the person's in the house and you actually take something off of their person while they had it, that can also count as a robbery as well. So, and as well, and that would also fit the elements of burglary because you committed a felony, aka robbery, from them. So you can actually be charged with both crimes in the same instant.
Has also got that. I don't know if she was able to record the whole YouTube thing, so she may have that as well beyond just the body camera footage. So let's reach out to her as well to see about gaining that. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right. Thanks.
All right. That's the end of that, at least. I that was an event and a half. Trying to put that all together. It's 27 minutes. Here, hold on. Let me So she does actually go off and says more stupid crap on her way there. But it's just not that much interesting. If anything, I'm going to save it for when we go to the trial, since the trial is actually involving her. So, I'm going to save this for our next stream on her trial, and we're going to listen to that. I want to actually move on to the next video for tonight, which is going to be this one. And because we're also going to go ahead and play some bingo, because it's not just this video I have waiting in the wings. We have a second video as well. We're gonna actually play some bingo. I'm gonna make sure we get that squared away. Copy link. And I'm gonna, I don't know. Wasn't perfect, but I think it was decent enough. I think I did an okay job considering. But let me go ahead. Bingo. Right there. As always, remember to add in a number between 1 and 30. To give yourself a unique card, go ahead and get your cards ready. I'll be right back. I'll put in some ERB music. Why not? I'll be right back.
Green tape ever.
Archer's being a bad kitty. Look at All right, we're back. Let's get the show on the road.
Young lady, Officer Banks, Golf Breeze Police Department. I'm pulling you over. You're doing 54 and a 35. Any reason for that speed tonight?
Where's the 35?
Before you got off the bridge, and as soon as you came off the bridge. All this is 35.
I was going 40, I thought.
Nope. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance.
You don't have to have a license to drive a car.
Yes, you do.
You do not?
15-7, 41 with me. Ma'am, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle.
Am I done a crime?
Yeah, you are being detained right now. Step out the vehicle, young lady.
I know my rights.
Either you step out the vehicle or
I know my rights. I thought I had that on this
I'll
one.
remove you from the vehicle.
I know my rights.
15-7, sovereign supervisor.
Supervisor. He actually said it straight up. We got a sovereign citizen.
Young lady.
I know my rights.
Either you step out the vehicle or I will remove you from the vehicle.
I know my rights.
15-7, sovereign supervisor, sovereign citizen.
Did you hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the vehicle right now. Young lady, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle. Last time I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to make you step out the vehicle.
You're going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
No, you're going to step out the vehicle right now.
You are going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
That's fine.
I know my rights.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. I am not, this is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
Commercial activity.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Very well.
That's what you want to stick with?
Call a supervisor.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
Right now.
Right now.
Or else what?
I know my rights.
If I don't call a supervisor, or else what?
I guess we're not going to go anywhere then.
Okay. So just hold it for me and go and give me the channel.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
Yeah, our channel 1 will be 1033.
That can educate you on what the law is.
Okay.
Educate you.
You could educate me on what the law is. What? So do you have an ID or you have a driver's license?
No, I don't have a driver's license on me.
Okay. Do you have one issued to you?
In Mississippi.
In Mississippi. So why would you need a driver's license to drive on the road if you don't need a license?
That was years ago.
Oh, so what year is this?
What year was the ID issued?
29.
I hope that's your supervisor.
You hope it is?
I really do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
What is your name and badge number?
I already
name and badge number.
Told you my name. It's Officer Banks.
And what is your badge number?
It's Officer Banks.
Are you failing to?
Are you failing to give me your driver's license?
I don't have to give you a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling. I have all the laws back here.
Okay.
Say Black's Law.
So you're not going to give me a driver's license?
I'm not going to give you a driver's license. I don't have to give you a driver's license.
Okay.
I'm traveling. I don't have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Okay. And what state is that?
Any state. It's common law, natural law.
Oh, I think a common law is in there somewhere. I'm pretty sure common law is in there.
Okay.
Constitutional law.
Okay.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
I do?
Yes.
Okay. So what
I am
law?
requesting your supervisor.
So just like I'm requesting your driver's license.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Okay. Sorry, Turner. A, she won't identify. She won't produce a driver's license. She's doing 58.
Yes.
Okay, I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Let my officer speak first, then I'll speak to you.
Her vehicle stopped for speeding. 54 and 35 coming off the bridge. She asked me where the speed limit was, saying that is before she got off the bridge. She actually did a U-turn. We were in the 35 zone. We pull over here. I introduced myself. I said, any reason why we're driving this fast? And I said, you got your license. She immediately goes into, I don't need a license to drive the vehicle.
Okay.
And then she said, I am traveling.
Okay.
She says traveling, not driving, so she doesn't say right to travel.
And you do have to identify yourself to these officers.
I do not have to have a license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You're wrong, but okay.
I know common law, natural law.
I don't care about common law. You're in the state of Florida. You're in the state of Florida.
You're in the state of
It
Florida.
doesn't matter in what state
It
I'm
does
in.
matter.
I'm in the U.S.
It does matter. So you better hope the information you gave us comes back as to being you. So at this point in time, I need you to shut the vehicle off and step out of the car.
I'm not getting out of the vehicle.
You're gonna get out of the car.
I haven't been suspected of a crime.
You are being legally stopped on a traffic stop. You are not being cooperative. It is not a Terry stop.
What
Trust
crime
me,
am
I know the
committing?
difference. You were speeding.
Speeding
Turn the
is a
vehicle
crime.
off and get out of the car. Out of the car now. Undo the
Let me
seatbelt.
turn the vehicle off.
Turn it off now.
Officer Schaefer, unbuckle her.
Put all that down.
Step out, turn around, face away from me. Turn around, face away
Turn
from me.
around.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Well, then you can tell that to the judge if you end up going to jail.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I have all the laws right there.
I
in the
don't
back
care
of my
what I don't
car.
care what laws you say you
I
have.
know that you don't care because you're
Then
supposed to be a police
then
officer.
you should
a
know
peace
that
officer.
this is that you should know that
say public servant.
this conversation's over then.
Right, because you don't care about the laws. You don't care about our rights. That's the problem.
Have a seat.
I need to call.
Have a seat.
I need to call somebody. Yes, I do.
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail.
Excuse me?
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail, you're under arrest.
The door on her.
Right down there.
Where's your ID out of? Or your license out of?
I just thought you didn't have one. You
Sir,
just said you don't need one.
This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. We're
Yes,
not going
it
to play
is.
any of these games with you tonight.
It's not a game. This is my rights as a,
It's not
as a
your rights.
citizen.
It's not your rights.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're in the state of Florida. The state of Florida requires you to have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle.
Sir, it doesn't matter what state I'm in.
See, that's your problem is you say it doesn't matter, but it does. In
the
this
laws
country,
in
it
my
does.
car.
I don't care about what laws you say you have.
You should care about the
I
laws
don't.
and the rights
but
of citizens. You're a
we
peace
know your
officer.
rights. We know your rights.
No, you
You
don't.
don't
I
know
know
your
my-
rights.
yes,
no,
I
you
do.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Because if you knew your rights, you knew, or you would know, and should know, that you must have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle. And if I find out that if I find out that you are not giving us the right information to identify
I gave
you,
the right information. Why would I do that? I'm trying to use my rights as a legal citizen. Why would I
would you do that? Well, you would do that because you don't have a valid driver's license.
I don't have a valid driver's license. I don't have to have a valid.
All right.
Driver's license.
You do.
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Then we'll let the judge determine that.
We will let the. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything wrong.
We can arrest you.
No, you can't.
If you don't have a valid driver's license, we most certainly can.
I mean, they don't have to, but they can certainly use their discretion, most likely.
Can I please call my
No,
mother?
you cannot.
Why?
Because you don't need to call you. Are you an adult?
Yes.
Then why do you need to call your mother?
To come and get me from jail since I'm being illegally
You
detained.
will be able to call her once you get there.
Can I at least lock my car?
We will make sure it is secure.
You can almost see the gears turning in her head. Like, is this really happening right now? Yes, this is happening right now.
What are you gonna do with my car?
Probably tow it.
Why?
Because you are driving without a license.
I don't have to have a license to drive. That is commercial driving.
It is not commercial driving.
Yes, it is.
Ma'am, I'm telling you right now. No, stop. I'm telling you, didn't piss us off.
I obviously have because y'all are detaining me illegally.
No, you're being arrested. Is what's happening, and you have.
I don't hear their voices raised. I think they're just operating their. It's clear. It's obvious that they've dealt with soft sits before. They've dealt with people doing right to travel before, and I'm sure they said zero tolerance, which is what I appreciate.
Have not pissed us off. We are doing our job.
No,
Whether you agree or not doesn't matter. It's a
you
moot
take
point.
orders from the top. You don't know the laws and the rights. Law is
We
law
do.
is law is
We do.
canon law.
We do.
Okay, somebody actually mentioned it before, but now I just heard it again. She mentioned canon law as in like ecclesiastical law.
Sergeant Turner.
And in this country, what laws do we follow?
Canon law. Y'all follow canon law. We follow
The rest of
natural
it.
law.
Who is
common
we?
law.
Oh dear God! So she's one. Okay, so she's one of those who think like the Roman Catholic Church still controls everything in the United States. So that's where she got it from. Okay.
Who is we? Who's we? Tell me who we is.
Police officers.
No,
not
police
peace officers.
We are police officers. We're not peace officers. We're police officers.
Yes, I know that now.
Shut up, Jessa.
So then your
Weeb.
argument just needs to stop, and you just need to sit there quietly.
Sergeant Turner, please
Yes.
just let me go home.
No.
Why?
Because you do not have a valid driver's license, and you have done nothing but give my officers a hard time during this entire ordeal.
I tell you that I have rights.
You don't know your rights,
I haven't
clearly.
been ugly to y'all. I haven't yelled at you.
You
or
have
ran
not
away.
been cooperative.
True.
I haven't been cooperative in what,
Not
silent?
at all.
Just go with it?
No, just be honest.
Sergeant, please.
You don't have a license.
Okay, I'll never drive again.
Yes, you will.
I love that he just. Yes, you will. Please. I was not born yesterday.
Because you believe you don't have to have a license. Wait a minute. Now you're telling me that you'll go get a license.
Because you're telling
but yet
me
you
that I have no
believe
choice.
you don't. That's correct. You have no choice.
Sergeant Turner.
So
all right. Seriously, we need more officers like this. Like, please do a course on how to handle these right to travel jackasses.
this is the road that's being taken, and this is what's going to happen. You failed to appear on a court appearance for, what was it, expired license? So your Mississippi driver's license is expired.
Wait, so okay, so that's what happened. She had a FTA, and so in Mississippi, they, I imagine, as a result, they automatically suspend your license, and then I guess it ran out, so it's expired.
And for the registration.
Okay,
and registration too.
Registration. So you had a court date that you missed. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't, or you choose not to?
No, sir, I would not lie to you. I don't lie. I do not remember that.
Okay, well, you do have a warrant out of Santa Rosa County.
So on top of that, she's got an active warrant.
So
We're
regardless,
in Santa Rosa County.
you're in Santa Rosa County. Do you not know where you live?
I just moved here. My
When?
mother lives on High Point.
When did you move here?
About 2 months ago, from Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Okay. And you don't know what county you live in now after 2 months?
No, I don't. That's not something I use often. What county I live in.
Okay. Well, you are going to jail tonight.
Well, thank you, Sergeant Turner.
You're welcome. I can do that too. I can stare at you.
You know that you are doing the wrong thing.
Nope. I
Y'all
know.
could let me go and handle my warrant tomorrow.
No, we can't.
Right, because y'all have something to prove.
I don't have anything to prove. My officer certainly doesn't have anything to prove.
The level of sass of this supervisor is just amazing.
But what we want you to understand is there are laws that you have to follow. Whether you agree with them or not is a moot point. Because if you choose not to follow them and you continue to act like this and do this, you're just going to constantly be going to jail. Is that what you really want?
I'm not actually doing anything like.
You told us that you don't have to have a driver's license to drive. And clearly, you do.
Or else you wouldn't be in the back of a police car.
Can I please call my
No,
mother?
you will be able to call your mother from the jail.
Please let me go ahead and call her so
No.
she can head there.
No.
She's sleeping, please.
By the time you get booked in and everything, it'll be early enough in the morning. You can call her and she'll probably be getting up.
This is gonna
So
take
why?
hours.
It's not going to take hours, but it's going to take some
Sergeant
time.
Turner, please. Can you just
The
give me
answer
that
is no.
it's like a father disciplining a 12-year-old.
You got some karma.
I'm not worried about my karma.
I know. You're one of those.
No, you know what I'm actually worried about? People like
You're
you
actually worried
who
about
think that
meeting your
laws
quota.
don't. No, there is no
No,
quota.
there
It's
are
people
laws
like
that
you
don't
who
matter.
believe that laws don't pertain to them. And that's just
They
not
don't.
the case.
They don't.
Then enjoy spending a lifetime in and out of jail.
He's keeping it real, and I appreciate it.
Because
I've
that
never
is what
been
will
to jail.
happen.
Though it won't, actually.
If you continue to act like this and do this, it will.
I'm not acting like anything. I'm
Then
telling
I would
you
suggest
that
moving
what my
back to
rights
Mississippi.
are. I'm not moving back to Mississippi.
Then if
either.
you stay living here and driving a car without getting a valid driver's license, that is what is going to happen.
You do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I've already been through roadblocks with state troopers with this.
Then they're not very good state troopers.
Yes.
Exactly.
They are, because they know they're right.
No, if they let you through with this garbage, they're not.
This is not garbage.
It's garbage.
Have
It's
you
garbage.
done any research into it?
Oh, there it is. There it is. Have you looked this up on the internets?
More than you will ever know. You're not the first
No,
one.
it's not garbage.
You're not the first person I've run across that thinks this way.
Yeah, I know.
And
We're a
those
problem right
those
now.
other people went to jail too.
Good. You know.
It's not
It
good.
doesn't
They watch my channel. Please give me a shout out.
shouldn't
fact that I
happen.
do not have to have a driver's license. to
I doubt it.
I do not. I'm not a commercial driver.
If anything, the officer would probably shout out Van Balian. It's like, I've seen all the videos from Van Balian's channel on YouTube. You should look that up.
I'm not driving people around. I'm traveling. That is considered a part of my home. And I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
I suppose you don't have to have a registration either.
No.
Your tag's expired.
Okay. You know who I am. You run my tag.
So here's what I am curious about. Because you're right, I do want to know more.
Oh, here we go.
Is that your car?
Yes, that's my
So
car.
you're the registered owner of that car.
Yes.
So at one point it had a valid tag and registration.
Right. Because if I rode around without any tag, that would just be asking you for trouble.
So instead you're okay just riding around with an illegal expired tag.
It's not illegal.
So you're basically masking the fact that you don't believe the laws apply to you.
I have to do whatever I have, run through these hoops that y'all put us through just to get by.
You mean these? Yes. Where's the gun in the car?
The gun? There's no gun in that car.
There seems to be ammo.
Uh-oh.
The gun's in a pawn shop
When did you pawn it?
like 2 months ago.
So why are you still just carrying around ammo?
I didn't know that ammo was in there. What's wrong with carrying around ammo? What can I do
Nothing.
without a gun?
Nothing. All right, is wrong with it. But if there's ammo, normally there's a gun. And since the vehicle's being towed, we want to keep the gun in safekeeping.
Exactly. Oh, I guess this is the officer who finds it. Not captured. Officer finds plastic baggie with white powdery substance inside driver's backpack. No. No. It just piles on more and more. It tastes positive for cocaine.
15 officers. Even though you sent the warrant, stand by. Excuse me. Give me your full name. Give me your full name. Look at me, give me your full name. Give me your full name. Drugs inside the vehicle, you are under arrest now for possession of felony narcotics.
I didn't give y'all permission to search my vehicle either.
Your vehicle's being towed. We're inventorying it. We're not searching it.
Yes, you are. You're searching my vehicle.
inventory. Search incident to an inventory is lawful and has been upheld by the Supreme Court.
You say that our laws don't matter to you, so what does it matter?
Ha! Thank you.
Obviously, I don't have any laws right to my vehicle.
Like and he just dropped a logic bomb on her.
You say that our laws don't matter to you, so what does it matter?
much rejoicing.
Obviously, I don't have any laws right now.
No, there's plenty of laws. You're just breaking them.
I don't have to mind laws that aren't valid.
Does that include drug possession?
Valid laws.
They are not valid laws.
The United States and the state of Florida seem to think they are.
The United States has a constitution that we fall under.
Right.
Statutes, mandates, codes.
So
none of that matters.
So under our constitution, it still gives the state governments the right to govern themselves, correct?
That's right. And the sheriff has all the power.
That's right.
That's right.
The sheriff does. He is the
yes.
head law enforcement
officer. He's not
officer.
part of NATO. He's not part of the Council on Foreign
not-
Relations.
What? No. What? Did she just say NATO and the Council on Foreign Relations?
Govern themselves, correct?
That's right. And the sheriff has all the power.
That's right.
That's right.
The sheriff does. He is the
yes.
head law
He is
enforcement
not
officer.
part of NATO. He's not part of the Council on Foreign Relations.
I'm not part of NATO either.
Well, you take orders from the top.
Nope, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You know who I take my orders from? My chief of police.
Exactly. And he takes orders from the top.
Who's the top?
You want me to give him one name? I mean, that would be impossible.
I don't know who the top is.
I know, because you haven't done research.
I guess I'm just an ignorant cop.
Nope, you said that. I didn't say that.
Well, that's what you're implying.
No, I didn't imply things.
Then stop implying that I only take orders from the top. Fair
Did
enough?
she say statute of coast too? All right.
That's how it works.
Afraid not.
Oh, it doesn't? I'll just make up your own. Yeah, I know that's what y'all doing right now.
No, you make up your own.
I don't.
In all seriousness, I have not heard the Council on Foreign Relations dropped since the Bush years. That's old school.
I know the Constitution. I've learned it.
I know the Constitution too. I also know that the states have the right to govern
Constitution
themselves.
has been turned into shit.
Oh, and I'm sure you're the expert.
Yeah.
You're not.
I have rights and I live in America.
Correct, but you
And
decide which laws to
I don't
follow.
take orders from anybody.
Nobody's giving you
Except
orders.
God.
Nobody's giving you orders.
Obviously, you are right now.
No,
You're
right
going
now.
to jail.
Yeah, because
an order.
you violated.
Though I will say, claiming that NATO is in charge of everything all the way down to local law enforcement, that's actually a new one for me.
Florida state
I
law.
violated a law that someone made up that's not legal.
The Constitution was made up
Yeah.
by people.
Yeah, and God.
Those same people put laws into place even back then.
Our Constitution was changed in 1776 and in 1871.
I don't think
There it is, 1871.
it was changed in 1776.
It was written in 1776.
Ah, there we go.
No, no, both of you are wrong. No, both of you are wrong. The Constitution was not written in 1776. It was written in 1781.
And it was changed in 1871
I'll have to take your word on that one
because you haven't done the research.
because I don't need to.
Right.
Wait, even I'm wrong with that one. No. 17, you're right. I'm wrong. 1781 was with the Articles of Confederation. The Constitution was 1789. You're right. It's 1789. I was thinking of the Articles of Confederation. The Constitution was introduced in 1789, ratified 1891. And then in 1871, was is the freaking Dishes of Columbia, the Organic Act of 1871 is a DC act that they all cite that says like that's when the U.S. became a corporation.
Because you know everything.
I don't know anything, but I do know my job. And I know my officers know their job.
You know the orders that you're supposed to do.
No, I just know that you have to have a driver's
the
license.
People in the community.
We
Y'all
don't
should be helping the people.
We do help.
No, you don't.
We do.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I meant 1791. All right, leave me alone.
You
don't know anything.
pickpocket everybody.
You don't know anything about us.
I do.
To sit there and say that I don't help anyone, that my officers over there don't help anyone.
Y'all aren't helping me right now.
You're not helping yourself because you choose to not get a valid driver's license.
That's totally changing.
You're just playing a victim.
I'm not playing a victim.
That's what you're doing.
He is playing a victim.
I'll never be a victim. I hate that mentality.
Then why are you playing all these excuses as to you don't need a driver's license?
It's not an excuse. I have the laws in that car. That's why I ride around with them.
Why? To
I
educate.
have the book of the Constitution in
To
there.
educate people like me.
I don't think that you're interested in learning anything.
I don't
think
think
you're very stubborn.
I don't think you know anything about me to even get to make that comment.
What? My opinion is that.
I know you got charges.
That's fine.
That warrant is.
All right, shout out to Bodycam Files for that. That was great. All right, we got our last one of the evening, and this one is definitely also on the bingo card slot. Okay, Diver Dan. Diver Dan, I've actually tried to look it up, and I kept seeing different dates as to when the Constitution was officially ratified. And the reason I kept on seeing the separate dates is because it's dependent upon, whether or not you mark the first state that ratified it, the first state that assented to it, versus the last state that was like the required number. Excuse me, state/colony that was required to enact it. And I kept on seeing different numbers between 1791 and 1792, but I'm not 100% sure there. The Constitution I thought it was introduced in 1789, but maybe I don't know. 9 out of the 13 states had the ratified. True. I gotta go look it up again because I could have sworn I kept on getting confused as to which date it was right. Danny tells me to just Google it, and it looks like it was created 1787, ratified 1788. Maybe 1789 was when the first Congress came into power. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of 1789. Probably. I know Danny's a keeper. I mean, I'd be a complete mess and wreck of a human being without her. All right, we're gonna go to the last one. This guy, he is definitely a character. And I know we're definitely going to get a bingo out of this one. Maybe that's what it was. The Bill of, maybe that's why I'm thinking of 1791 is because of the Bill of Rights.
Mr. Lockhart. All right, this is the city of Detroit. Let me see if it's an operator here first. It has a note here on one of these tickets. Did you send a note to the court, Mr. Lockhart?
Which says, I do not, which says in like black marker, I do not accept your offer to contract and I do not agree with these proceedings.
Yes, I did.
All right, what's did not accept your offer to contract and do not agree to these proceedings. All right, so what do you want to do?
I'm here under threat, duress, and coercion. I'd like to say for the record, my name is Jamil.
Okay, so right off the bat, we got under duress and for the record.
Family locker.
Let's get the record established. This is the city of Detroit versus Jamel Amir Lockhart, case number SP 121-80611, SP 121-8072, counts 1 and counts 2.
Hey, Texas bartender.
And this one's in warrant status. This is
Appreciate it.
378-296-11. Appearance for the record, please, Counselor.
Rita White, House Counsel, on behalf of Mr. Jamil Lockhart.
All right, Mr. Lockhart.
No one is representing me on my behalf. I don't know that.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Lockhart.
Yeah, so I am Jamil of the family Lockhart, flesh and blood, living man, and attorney in fact for Jamil Lockhart and Legis.
Oh my God.
Trust. I'm here by threat, duress, and coercion. I'm here making a special appearance.
Special appearance.
Jeez. And I'm here to demand that the court prove jurisdiction over me as a live flesh and blood man. And I have submitted a challenge of jurisdiction, which needs to be addressed, and jurisdiction must be proven and proven on the record. I have also submitted a request for your anti-bribery statement, your foreign registration statement.
Hold on, stop. I'm getting some feedback. I think it's coming from your device.
Anthony.
Everybody can mute themselves. Hold on a second. I'm gonna mute everybody. All right.
Hey, Vintage.
Go ahead now.
Yeah, so as I said, I submitted a challenge of jurisdiction. Jurisdiction must be proven and proven on the record. And then also I submitted freedom of information.
Thank you, Mr. Strucklers, for the $10. I hate people. I mean, I can relate to that mood.
Information at the request for your foreign registration statement.
Foreign registration statement.
And anti-bribery statement, as well as that of prosecutor. There is no contract. Every presentment that was made to me was formally rejected and sent back to the court, which is what you have a copy of, by my notary. I do have a live witness notary who can come in and testify to that fact. Given that
I don't know why that matters, whether or not you have whatever BS document is notarized. Again, that's also something that soft-sits like to think makes a document more valid or official, is to have it notarized.
There is no commercial contract, no commercial agreement. I fail to see how the court has jurisdiction. Furthermore, there's been no injured party.
No injured party.
And no, there's been failure to state a claim through a verified affidavit. So if someone can prove to me how this statutory commercial court has some kind of jurisdiction over me as a live flesh and blood human being, I think we could start there.
Well, let's start here. You have a notice is not what you think notice should be. Notice is what is if it's properly effectuated in the court rule. And I'll certainly give you whatever hearing that you want if you file the proper motions and material to contest that. I'll give you an opportunity to be heard on that. But furthermore, what I'm looking at is I have a proof of service.
Wait, Ryan, do we have a bingo? Ryan, we have bingo. Ryan, please send me a screenshot of it through Discord. And we are going to reset. So congrats, Ryan, for getting the bingo. Mr. Sucklers, thank you for the $5. I just hope I'm dead and gone before they, them is used in court. I don't know, man.
And there was much
I think we're right at the cusp of that. But we don't have to get into that tonight. Reset.
There is no proof of service that was rejected and sent back to the court. You have a copy of that.
That's not how that works. If you admit that you wrote on it your rejection to it, then you just admitted that you were served with the document.
You're not even listening. You're not even gonna listen. I listen to what you said. Are you gonna listen to me?
I am listening to you. I'm just responding to you.
All right. So why don't you listen before you start making statements?
Oh, you had paused. I thought you were
finished. What it is
finished.
and what it isn't.
Well, go ahead.
You know, if an attorney, after being admonished by a judge, if an attorney told the judge to, okay, you go ahead. Woo! Oh boy.
Are you giving me permission to go ahead now too, right?
I assumed you were done speaking.
All right. Listen, I have an envelope with certified mail. I don't know what, I believe the contents have been stapled to the envelope. It's got a proof of service effectuated by Nyla Perrin, did place into the U.S. Mail Post Office located at 60 East Milwaukee Street, Detroit, Michigan 48202. All of the enclosed documents received from Jamal Lockhart on this Tuesday, 19th day of November 2019, and it purportedly signed by Nyla Perrin. All right, that's what I have a proof of service. I have another proof of service effectuated by the same person within the mailbox at located at 14,200 East 8 Mile Road in Oak Park, Michigan. All the enclosed documents received from Jamal Lockhart on Monday, the 18th day of November 2019. And what's in these documents, it appears to be a court it appears to be part of the register of action. I have a signed complaint here, signed by Officer Randy Randolph on 11/19/2019.
Is he here today?
Well, we can get him in here. Today is only date and time is set for a arraignment. So
yeah. So at this point in time, the officer who gave him the citation, I assume, he doesn't have to be here today.
You're just being arraigned, and what the arraignment purposes of the arraignment, and let's go through the whole thing, is you're here for a expired plate ticket that was allegedly had on 7/3/2021 at around 4:28 p.m. in the city of Detroit.
Can I ask you a question?
Jefferson and St. Albans. That is a civil infraction that carries a $145 fine. You're here for, and on the same date and time, there's an allegation that you did not have a drove while license not valid or improper. That is a misdemeanor offense, punishable by 93 days in, at the maximum by 93
So no registration, no valid license.
days in jail and or $500 in fine. On the same date and time, it was an allegation that you did not provide proper insurance.
There it is, the trifecta. Ding, 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 ding. No license, no registration, no insurance. The typical right to travel trifecta. I should probably trademark that or something. I don't know.
That is a misdemeanor as it's written here, and that is punishable by the maximum possible penalty of 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. There's also a warrant for your arrest for an allegation of an improper, not valid driver's license. That the allegation was made on August the 25th, 2020.
Oh, so he was previously hooked up for that.
At around 3:27 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of southbound Lodge Freeway and Warren. So today is the date and time set for arraignment. You have the option of pleading guilty, not guilty, or standing mute. If you stand mute, I'll enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. What would you like to do, sir?
I am here under threat, duress, and coercion to demand
You're
that
not
this
here under threat, duress, or
prove some kind of jurisdiction, and until
jurisdiction under duress
has been proven, we can go no further. I would also like to ask you: is this proceeding taking place under common law?
Common law.
This proceeding is taking place in accordance to the court rules and the statutory laws of the state of Michigan.
So I am not a creature of statute. I am not under statutory law. I would demand that this proceeding take place under common law, as I am a live flesh and blood human being, under no authority but that of God.
All right. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm going to give you another court date. I don't have any
All I need you to do is prove jurisdiction.
Again, the way he talks and the way he makes like demanding statements like that, you're just you're begging the judge to hold you in freaking contempt. No spoilers.
You don't tell me what you need me to do, sir. Don't do that. Just let me finish.
With all due respect, the court must prove jurisdiction.
I understand that. We can get this over with quicker rather than later if you let me do my job. What I was trying to say, you're making your claim and stating your case that the court doesn't have jurisdiction over you. In order for me to properly review that and go, it's got to be done according to the court rules. I need a motion, and I will read it. I will read that motion.
I have submitted a motion to dismiss for lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
I don't have it. I don't have it in front of me. And then I'll give you a motion.
I have a timestamped copy of it if you'd like me to show you.
All right, you got to submit it to the court.
The level, again, these are the kinds of substance I hate the most. The ones who act with this air of bravado and confidence, unearned confidence in their own ignorance. These are the ones who grate me the most out of any other soft set.
Look at the
it was filed by the clerk just 2 days ago.
Okay,
I have a timestamped copy of it.
It hasn't got to the file. I'm going to give you another pretrial date of March the 25th, 2022.
I would like to say I do not consent.
I do not consent.
The court has to prove jurisdiction. I filed that document a few days ago. Anything short of that is an admission that there is no jurisdiction and we have no further business. We have no contract.
Have a great day, sir. March 25th, 2022. That's up to you.
And here we. The solicitor waited for the end of the doc. Oh, so he waited until everybody else was done with their stuff until the end, and he wanted to challenge the judge on the record. Awesome.
In the meantime, we're on the record with Mr. Lockhart, and how old are you, sir?
I am 27.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 27, and he's gone full on solve sit.
You're 27 years old, and you go ahead and you ask why Miss White is here to represent you. Well, first and foremost,
Why did she claim to represent me, and I have no knowledge?
I'll explain to you. First and foremost, she's the House counsel for this evening, so for this afternoon, she represents anybody who wants her representation as far as helping them to navigate and to defend themselves.
I have never expressed that want to her.
All right, you listen. Why do you talk over people?
And now, yeah. So now the judge is like, dude, what is your damage?
Oh, I assume we were having a conversation. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
I am trying to have a conversation, but one's got to talk and one's got to listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Ah! Jeez, hey, Christ. Oh, God.
You asked why Miss White said she represented you. Miss White said she represented you because she didn't know beforehand the position that you were going to take. So she's just merely
quite
doing
an assumption.
her job.
That is quite an assumption.
Oh, my.
Wouldn't you agree?
Well,
yeah. Okay, I gotta keep my mouth shut.
By the name that you put up on there, Jamil of the family Lockhart, I wasn't surprised I wasn't surprised the avenue that you were going to take on that.
True. So obviously, and I'm not surprised either, especially in Detroit, Michigan. I'm sure they've gotten a lot of soft sits there, and so I'm certain the judge already knew what to expect beforehand. But even then, clearly the judge is taken aback at the level of arrogance and condescension of this 27-year-old being put forth in front of him.
Just by the name.
Recognize
but I can't. But she's not going to assume. I don't believe she's going to assume that she's going to treat you any differently than anyone else.
Which is true, and which is what she shouldn't do.
And then you said that you didn't want her representation, and she.
Wouldn't you agree that for future reference, it might be better to ascertain that kind of information before she makes that kind of statement to everybody?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
So the assumption is that everyone wants her to speak on their behalf.
Yes.
Because usually in certain situations, in the given situation that many people are in, and given their constitutional rights, they're entitled to counsel, and many people would happily accept the advice of counsel in situations like this. Exactly. Everybody, as Danny mentions, everybody else is normal. You're obviously not normal.
Is that not a rash assumption?
Until they say differently, like you did.
Okay. Well, again, this whole time, there's a motion before the court to dismiss for lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
Well, there's not a motion.
There has been. What has been filed, I have a timestamp copy of it. I can show you that if you need to see it. But
okay,
your
well,
clerk
let me
timestamp and file that document.
Let me explain to you. And this is just for your information. You say that you filed it with the court and the clerk down at the window, and I wouldn't disagree with that. But typically you want to, when you do your filings, that's why you want to have a judge's copy, and you want to specifically have that copy hand delivered to the judge's chambers. So we don't rely on the court clerks downstairs at the windows to make sure that these files get put into the proper place. You're not going to make.
Who do you rely on for that?
You're making, and then because you don't want to make that assumption that file is going to get into the correct file. You don't want to make that assumption. Would you agree?
I love this job. I love this job. Love this judge. The best cop from the previous video, and I love this judge. He's easily in my top 10.
Who do you rely on to make sure that filed documents get into the right place, get into
the person that's filing it, yourself?
That's on you. It would be on me as the attorney to make sure I know that whatever I submit to the judge gets to him. That onus is on me. And if you don't have counsel, that onus is on you.
So it is not, you're telling me it's not the duty of the clerk to ensure that documents are filed in the case where the judge can view those documents?
I'm just telling you that you want to make sure that the judge gets a copy. And who better to make sure of that is the person who's doing the filing, or the person who's doing the filing.
AKA take some personal responsibility for yourself.
So what on my capacity, that document was sent to the court. It was sent to the court by a notary. So I do have a live witness to attest to that fact. It has also been time-stamped. That was recorded as well. I have checked all my boxes when it comes to notifying the court. I've also given you a demand for your Freedom of Information Act request for your foreign registration statement and your anti-bribery statement.
I don't know why he keeps on saying this anti-bribery statement. I don't know what the hell that is. I've never even heard of that before. It sounds really messed up. Because again, most attorneys, if they try to make some sort of open insinuation against a judge like that, of a judge's impropriety in open court, that'll get you sanctioned. And possibly be held in contempt too. Actually, probably held in contempt too.
The idea or the fact that you do not have that is an issue. And it would mean that you are committing a crime against me and holding this statutory proceeding, trying to confuse me as a live flesh and blood man, that I am a corporation beholden to the corporation which you represent. And that is my main point here today, is to tell you that I am not under your jurisdiction. I am a live flesh and blood man. You've already stated that this is not a common law proceeding. I am under no law but common law. We have no commercial contract which would enter us into any kind of statutory law.
Okay.
So I failed to see the
I'll count. What he said, statutory law. I'll go ahead and count that as statutes and codes if you have it.
And there's also no verified complaint with a signed affidavit.
Sir, let me stop you. And I'll let you put that on the record. I'll let you put it on the record already. We've already done those things. So,
and for the record, I'll put that. I'll go ahead and click that too.
So, I'm going to end it.
What you're committing here is a fraud against the people.
Oh my.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Participating in.
Okay. Whatever your position
and without your foreign registration statement,
that's
an admission that you are here as a criminal actor.
Jesus H. Christ.
Okay, sir, I'm gonna end the hearing now.
And I do not consent to
interrupting again.
Further hearings on this issue or this matter. We have no valid contract. We failed to prove jurisdiction. There is no valid claim.
All right. You've already said that, sir. I've already let you make a record, and I don't want you to mention any more because I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. Okay. So I'll let you make your record, I said a
You
date
do
of
whatever
March
you feel like you need to do.
Interrupting
I'm
again.
here to
Said a
tell
date
you
of
that
March
I am not under
25th,
your
sir.
jurisdiction.
All right, have a great day.
It's a fraud on the.
Hey, just cut him off. All right, second appearance. Here we go.
This is the city of Detroit versus Jamil Amir Lockhart, case number SP1218061, SP1218072, counts 1 and 2, SP124.
Yeah, yeah, I would love to let you guys know. Do you think he's learned his lesson from before? I don't think so.
78, it's right there. SB1247989, count 1, 2, and 3. And SX378296111. Appearance for the record, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I am Jamil of the family Lockhart. The motions that I filed and the documents that I have filed have all been trying to ascertain the jurisdiction of this court. And I don't understand the nature and cause of.
Nature and cause. I'm pretty sure it's in this one. Yep, there it is. Nature and cause.
The action against me. And I'm trying to understand under what jurisdiction the court intends to proceed. First of all, is this going to be a civil or a criminal action?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, he is going straight into the frog, the talking frog, sovereign citizen script. For those of you who have been with my channel for a long time, I think a lot of you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know, there is, I keep forgetting the link for it, but there is a video out there. It's like a 3-minute video where a literal like 3D VTuber talking frog gives you this exact script to do when you're at an arraignment or at a pretrial hearing with a judge. And he follows it almost word for word.
Criminal. Okay.
Misdemeanors punishable by 93 days in jail, up to maximum possible penalty 93 days in jail, and $500 in fine for each of the misdemeanor counts.
Your Honor, the Constitution grants this court 2 criminal jurisdictions. One is criminal jurisdiction under the common law, and one is a criminal jurisdiction under admiralty or military tribunal.
If you have admiralty / maritime, go ahead and check the box for that one.
From Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution. So in which of these 2 criminal jurisdictions does the court intend to try me?
Sir, this is something, where is your motion, sir?
There's a motion filed there. It's a motion to dismiss based on lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
All right, I'm going to deny that motion. I'm going to set a bench trial or jury trial if you choose. Which one would you want to have?
Okay, Your Honor, under what grounds, what facts and findings and conclusions?
Grounds. I should probably add that to the to the bingo card list. Post Brooks.
Of law are you denying that motion to dismiss? I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of the court. You have not disclosed it to me. I'm asking you
to disclose it to you. Check the court rules, sir.
Well, Your Honor, the 6th Amendment grants me the right to understand the nature and cause of any action brought against me, and it grants you the duty to inform me. So I don't think you would be breaching your oath of office if you were to inform me under
oath of office
which jurisdiction this court intends to proceed. In order for me to intelligently defend myself without an attorney, I need to understand which jurisdiction the court intends to proceed to conduct
you have a very good attorney on the line, Mr. Elwood Terry.
You do have an attorney, but you choose to not accept her assistance.
If you want to speak to him in a breakout room, I can give you that opportunity. Other than that, I'm going to set a bench trial or a jury trial in the matter.
Okay. Please let the record show that I've attempted to understand or to ask what is the jurisdiction of the court is operating under. And it appears that the court is operating under a secret jurisdiction, maybe only known to bar members and licensed attorneys.
See, that line, that is straight out of the script. That is actually straight out of the script. Not kidding.
So let the record show that I am trying to understand jurisdiction and nature of cause against me, and the court has denied me that information.
I'm not denying you the information. The information is public information, sir. The information is outlined in the Michigan court rules. You need to read the Michigan court rules, and you can find out jurisdiction. It'll tell you everything about jurisdiction. That's entirely public information. You can go online and type in the court rules. The whole book is ascertainable to you online.
Sir, the Sixth Amendment grants
I'm not
you
required
to inform me of the nature and cause of any action brought against me. And right now, you're.
I think at this point he already has. He already told him what he's been charged with and what the potential penalties are. So he's already given you the nature and cause.
Denying that right.
I'm going to tell you, sir, don't speak over me. You want me to inform you of the nature and cause of the action. You're charged with driving. Drive while license not valid or improper on 7/3/2021 around 4:29 p.m. in the area of Jefferson and St. Albans in the city of Detroit. That's punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. The other charges, no insurance misdemeanor. On the same date and time, you were operating, the allegation says you were operating a vehicle in that area of which is a 2011 Jaguar in the city of Detroit, and could not provide or did not have the necessary insurance required on that motor vehicle. That punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. On 9/11/2021 at 2:57 p.m. or thereabouts in the area of Jefferson and Riopelle, the allegation is that you were driving the same 2011 Jaguar in the city of Detroit without the proper registration on that vehicle. That punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500.
Sir, I understand the
maximum possible. Don't interrupt me, sir.
Oop.
Okay, good. I'm sorry.
Now he's being apologetic.
On the same date, 9/11/2021, around 2:57, same date and time, it is alleged that you were driving in that area in the city of Detroit, in Jefferson and Riopelle. You're driving that 2011 Jaguar without a valid driver's license. You drove while license not valid or improper. That's the allegation. And that is punishable by 93 days in jail. The maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. And on the same date and time, it is alleged that you were asked to provide proof of insurance on that vehicle, for which the allegation is that you did not provide that insurance, sir. And that penalty for driving an vehicle without the proper insurance is punishable by maximum possible penalty of 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. And lastly, it is alleged that on August 25th, 2020, at around.
So this is the second time he's given him what is effectively the nature and cause of what he's been charged with and why he's there. He's been given the 3 allegations plus the failure to appear at the previous one and the potential penalties involved.
3:27 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of the Lodge Freeway and Warren, sir. You were driving again, a 2011 Jaguar. These are the allegations. And you were pulled over in the city of Detroit and you were asked to produce a valid driver's license for which you could, the allegation is that you could not do so. That the maximum possible penalty for that offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. Those are the charges. Do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Your Honor, I am trying to understand the jurisdiction of this court.
And I told you,
as I said, you told me it was a criminal jurisdiction.
If you read the Michigan court rules, the Michigan court rules will tell you and give you jurisdiction. So they have a copy of the Michigan court rules online or at the public library. I'm sure it is easily ascertainable, and we're not going to keep going down this road, young man. Do you want a bench trial?
So I cannot.
He dropped the young man on him here.
I'm asking you a very specific question, and it is this a criminal jurisdiction under common law, or is it a criminal jurisdiction under military tribunal?
Listen, it's let's move on to the next person.
Sir, please answer that.
It
can only be one or the other.
You'll leave me no choice but to hold you in contempt. I'm asking you a specific question.
Your Honor, I do not wish to be held in contempt. I am trying to exercise my Sixth Amendment right. I can show you Constitution is exercise of a constitutional right cannot be converted into a crime, sir.
Sir, the way you speak to the court is via motion. Okay, if you have a motion that I've already denied one of your motions, if you have another motion.
Under what basis? Under what grounds have you denied my motions?
It's not my job to explain to you all of the court rules, sir.
Sir, there's only two jurisdictions which this court can operate under.
Just like any other, you're going to be treated just like any other lawyer that comes in this courtroom. Okay? So you have to know the rules.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to see.
Thank you, Taylor, for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Taylor.
Legal advice or ask you what the rules are. I'm asking you a very specific question. There can only be two jurisdictions under criminal law. And is it under common law or is it?
So he's looping back to the script.
Admiralty law.
I'm not here.
Is there where is the party
let's move on.
action in this case?
All right, let's go back on the record for Mr. Jamil Lockhart.
Yes.
All right. So this is the last time I'm going to say this. I'm not going to continue to go back and forth with you.
Well, thank you, Sean, for the 23 months, almost 2 years. I'm not going to say it out loud, but thank you very much, Sean.
Regarding court rules and all that, if you want to represent yourself, you're going to be required and you're going to be held to the same standards as anybody else, lawyer or otherwise, non-lawyer that comes in. So with that being said, sir, I'm going to offer you either a trial for this matter, and you have the absolute. Let's just set a jury trial, so we don't even have to ask him whether he wants a trial or a jury trial. We'll set him up a trial date. And all of those positions that you have, if you put it in a motion, we'll set a motion hearing date. She needs an offer.
I have a future on
Sir, so if you are setting a motion hearing date, you are doing so without my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me.
Listen,
I cannot move forward until I have these questions answered. These are basic questions.
All right, so okay, that's what I thought. We're now at the third appearance because he's got his hoodie back on. So now we're at third appearance. Let's see what happens.
Questions that you are obligated under the Sixth Amendment.
I'm not obligated to answer any of that stuff. I told you, I gave you the answer to that stuff by looking in the court rules. You're obligated to know the rules.
Sir, what you mentioned is statutory law. And if we are proceeding under some kind of statutory law, I motion that we dismiss for lack of a sworn complaint or anything signed by injured party. And in fact,
injured party,
where is the injured party? Is the officer present, and who is the injured party in this case?
The officer is not required to be present today. It is a pretrial date. I'll hold that dismissal motion in abeyance until the date of trial. If the date of trial, if there's no signed complaint on the date of trial, then we will dismiss by no signed complaint. So I'll give the city an opportunity to come up with a signed complaint.
I'm sorry, is the city the injured party here?
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, well, sir, I move that we either dismiss this case or move this case to federal court. If the city is the plaintiff or injured party, they cannot also be the judge and prosecutor.
There it is.
File a motion on that, sir. If you're saying that I do have a signed complaint for SP.
Oh, we got another bingo. Mount Zookeeper. Please send me a screenshot of your bingo card on Discord when you get the chance. And we are going to reset. We might not get another bingo because we're at the tail end. Well, we're not at the tail end, but we're getting closer to the end, but we're going to reset anyway. All right, reset. Let's go.
121807, 2 counts 1 and counts 2. I do have a signed complaint for SX 3782961.
Okay, well, that brings me back to my original question. Is this a statutory proceeding? Because if there is, there would have to be an international contract or agreement. And I would implore the
international contract
prosecution to.
Hey, thank you very much, some old dude, for the 5 gifted memberships, man. Thank you so much for your generosity. I really appreciate it.
Put that agreement on the record and explain how I am party to it.
Much rejoicing.
Listen, young man, you gotta go do your homework, okay? And it appears that you're taking this position and you're adamant about this position, and you're free to do that. Now, whether you're gonna win at this position, that's gonna be up to what you say in your brief, and how it relates to the law, and we'll make a decision on that stuff, okay? But at this point, you need to educate yourself, because you seem like a very articulate, educated young man. You need to educate yourself on court rules and procedure. And until you get the procedure proper, until you get it correct, then we can't talk, because we have to be speaking the same language. Okay?
I mean, that's the main thing I'm trying to understand here, sir, is
he said understand. He didn't say stand under. Therefore, he accepted jurisdiction. Anything he says after this is null and void.
Is this a common law criminal procedure?
Common law.
I'm giving you some.
And I think he just mentioned Admiralty Maritime, so add that as well.
I'm giving you some direction on.
Well, sir, I don't know which rules. If you could tell me where I could find the rules for.
I told you.
The Michigan rules of civil and criminal procedure is available online for free. They're there.
Michigan court rules. They got Michigan court rules.
They have rules for criminal procedure under statutory law.
Yeah.
Yes.
No shit.
Very much so.
Sorry, I could just curse.
Direct me
Sorry.
to that.
I've already directed you to it. Michigan court rules. There's a book that's over 1,000 pages, and it'll answer, well, close to 1,000 pages. It has those questions outlined in there. You're expected to know
Are
that.
those Michigan court rules? Is that statutory law?
Some states actually have the court rules as actual statutes. Others, they're not technically part of the statutory code, but they're still enforceable. They're still, you're allowed, the judiciary is allowed to reject filings and motions that are not adhered to under the rules. So, depends on the state.
I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you, sir. All I'm gonna do, lastly, she has a valid driver's license. All I'm gonna do, lastly, is give you the dates that we have, whatever motion.
I appreciate it, Diver Dan. I'm sorry, I apologize for pausing, but I appreciate what you said, Diver Dan. I watched it 2 or 3 times, but your take on it is way worth watching it in. Thank you. I know a lot of folks, Team Skeptic, and I keep forgetting his freaking name, and I apologize. I know at least him and Big In the Second also showcased this trial before, so several of the people already have. So I appreciate you saying you're still willing to watch it with me. So thank you, man. Some old dude, thank you for the $20 for your shanty fun, even if it's defunct hope springs eternal in the human breast. Censored. Thank you very much, some old dude, for the $20.
To the court through motions. And whatever motions that you have, I will review it. I read all the motions that come across. I check all the law myself. And if you have some law, I would suggest that law that you're saying that we don't.
Your Honor, there is no international contract. I mean, we've asked the prosecutor to produce an international contract that would bind me to this statutory proceeding. And I'm not aware of any contract. In the absence of such contract, I motion that we dismiss this case. I believe what's happening here
You've already made that motion, sir. I've already
yes,
dismissed that motion.
Okay. And for the record, I would just
in order to, you can move to the circuit court, and you can appeal my decision as it relates to that. But we're not going to keep on going back and forth.
I think we should move this case to federal court. As I stated, if the city is the inter-party,
file a motion so I can, on your removal motion, file a motion. I'm going to give you a date.
He's trying, so the judge is trying his best to let him know, hey, if you want to talk to me, if you want me to do something, if you want me to consider something, you need to file a motion under the auspices of the court rules. He's trying, the judge is trying his best to convey this to this guy, but obviously he's so soft-sit brained that he can't figure it out. His soft-sit brain thinks that he could just declare something or make an oral motion to anything that he wants, and the judge is supposed to consider it right then and there. That's not how that works. RA, thank you for the 1999 super chat. Saying shanties. Shanties, no, we're not doing shanties. Thank you.
I'll give you a date where that motion is going to have to be due. I will entertain that. I'll give the people a date on their response if they choose to respond. And on another date, I will rule on that motion on the final pretrial date. So right now, I'm going to set dates.
I do not wish to continue or delay this any further. There's been no evidence presented to substantiate any kind of jurisdiction in this case. This is our second time.
Jurisdiction.
I asked for this the first time. And there's been no evidence of any jurisdiction. And I don't understand why, you're insisting on, moving to another court date, and we have not addressed this very basic and fundamental issue of jurisdiction. If it cannot be proven and proven on the record, then this case must be dismissed. Well, I mean, I don't understand why we are delaying this any further.
We don't have to delay it any further. I can put a warrant out for your arrest, and you don't have to show up. I mean, you'll have to deal with that then. But at some point, you're gonna have to deal.
Under what grounds? Under what basis are you putting a warrant out for my arrest? And you
I didn't say I was gonna put a warrant. I said if you're telling the court that you're not gonna come back to any court dates, then that's up to you. All I can do.
What I'm saying, sir, is I don't wish to delay this any further. There has been no proof of jurisdiction. There is no live injured party. I mean, there's a claim that the city of Detroit is an injured party, but I'm not aware of any
injured party
agreements or contracts that I've entered into with the city of Detroit, and the prosecutor can't provide that. And it seems like there's a bias going on here, because flat on his face, the prosecutor hasn't even spoken on this issue. And you just insist that we move to another court date. And I don't understand. I mean, your oath of office is to uphold the Constitution. And what I'm asking is
what you're saying in essence, right? What you're saying in essence is that I don't have any authority.
Yes. That's that. When you break it down to brass tacks, that's exactly what he's claiming. The judge doesn't have any authority over him.
I'm asking you to prove your authority.
Huh?
I'm asking you to prove your authority. I'm trying to understand where your authority is coming from. And you're failing to do so.
Read the Michigan court rules, read your statutes, read the Constitution over again, and you'll find that.
As I said before, I'm not asking you for legal advice or where
and the Michigan Constitution.
You have, if you have a legitimate jurisdiction, I'm asking you, is it a criminal jurisdiction under statutory law, or is it under the common law?
Common law.
All right, we're gonna give them a trial
and you will
date.
not answer that question.
Well, we'll give them a jury trial date.
Wow.
Wow.
2022.
Your Honor, we cannot proceed until I understand the nature and cause of the action against me.
I'm gonna say this one last time to you, sir. Go.
Some old dude, they give it a $5. I want to refund you, British agent, you felony musical treason. Some old dude, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. But I appreciate your support, man. Thank you very much.
And if you want to speak to the court, if you have any objection to the court and these dates, and if you don't feel that these dates are lawful, and if you, whatever your claim is that you're stating, you speak to the court through motions. I want that, and those motions that you're entertaining on the record right now, I've dismissed some of them already. I want you to file those motions with the court.
Under no basis
so that the court can read your motion and make a ruling and give the city attorney an opportunity to respond. If you do it the proper way, you might learn something. But I don't think that the way that you're going, that you're even if they show you documentation like it is in black and white, you're not going to believe that anyway.
Exactly. And that's what happens here with most of these sovereign citizens. Even if the judge were to show him, here is where my authority lies. Here, in no uncertain terms, I have the authority over you, over this situation. He will still reject it. He will still ignore it. He'll still say, no, doesn't matter, doesn't count. I'm a living flesh and blood man on the land. You have no power over me, Gandalf the Grey.
That's the perception that I'm getting from you. So I'm going to set these dates. It's going to be up to you whether you want to come to these court hearings or not. And if you don't come to the court hearings, the only recourse I have is to issue a warrant for failure to appear. Okay, so.
Sir, I still have this same question that you keep failing to answer. And
I'm
without
not gonna
that question
answer
being
anymore,
understood,
and that's it. I'm done talking about it, okay?
And so now the judge has clearly lost what patience he had left.
That's it. So I'm gonna set a
let the
motion
record
date.
show that the judge has
Listen,
refused.
sir,
Let the record show. I'll count that as for the record.
don't interrupt me
Establish
again, okay?
jurisdiction.
Don't
Uh-oh.
interrupt me again.
Uh-oh.
Let's set a motion date for,
I do not consent.
I do not consent.
please do not say any,
And he's like, do not, please don't. Don't make me do this.
do not say anything else, sir. I've noted you said.
Sir, I'm exercising my Sixth Amendment right. The Sixth Amendment, exercise of an amendment right cannot be converted into a crime, sir.
I'm holding you in contempt of court, sir.
And there it is.
As I stated before, I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of the
I'm not
court
gonna deal with you. You're going to jail.
as pursuant to
nature and cause, yeah.
the Sixth Amendment.
Whatever paperwork we need to do and fill it out, we're gonna fill it out this time. I'm holding.
I think actually what he just said there, he was actually pointing to his law clerk right there.
Right.
Pursuant to
Let's pull out the contempt.
Yeah, see that? He's looking directly. His law clerk is right there underneath the camera. And he's like, pull out the contempt filings. We gonna do this.
the Sixth Amendment.
Whatever paperwork we need to do and fill it out, we're gonna fill it out this time. I'm holding your client. Well, Mr. Perry, you are, I guess, not representing this client because this client is probably, do you want the representation of a lawyer, sir, at this point now, sir? Because now you're looking at 30 days in the Wayne County Jail.
Woo!
Do you want the representation or not?
Please let the record show that I have attempted to understand the jurisdiction of this court,
And he's still going.
and this court has refused me that answer. And apparently it is a jurisdiction only understood to bar members and licensed attorneys. This is a direct violation of the Constitution. And I do not consent. I do not agree. That's it.
I think I have the contempt book here.
Your Honor, I do not wish to be held in contempt.
If only it was that easy. You know, I do not wish to be held in contempt.
It's too late.
I've merely asked.
As you can see, the more you around, the more you're going to find out.
A very basic, simple question, and you have refused to answer it.
Hey, I think you found out. I think you found out, chat. I think you found out.
I feel as though the court is trying to constrain me to an unfair plea in absence of my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me. So did you receive the
awkward silence
documents that I sent you asking for your anti-bribery statement?
Stop it. Get some help.
Hello.
He's filling out your contempt paperwork, man. Chill.
Okay.
I'm going to order you to report to the Wayne County Jail today.
And there was much rejoicing.
I do not accept.
I do not accept that I have to go to the jail. What does he think he's gonna do with this? Thank you, Cerebral Tackle for the $5. Apparently, VM Varga was right. Shallow into the pool is where the turds float. And thank you, RA, for the $100 super chat. I already have some drinks for me, and let's have another long shanty laden stream. I'm a little drunk. RA, you and me both. But thank you very much for the for your generosity as always, RA. I appreciate it.
I do not understand the nature and cause of the action
Stand under
against me. You have told me this is a criminal jurisdiction.
Sir, please don't. I told you don't say. I'm gonna ask some more days if you keep on talking.
Don't do it.
You already got 30 days.
Don't understand.
You already got 30 days. You already got 30 days in jail. 30 days.
Sir.
I'm adding more if you keep on talking. Please do not say anything else.
Vera, thank you for the $10 Brazilian purple Artie. Thank you very much.
And there was much rejoicing.
I always feel the worst for defense attorneys who have to deal with soft sit clients. I really do.
The court determines whether criminal or civil contempt proceedings are appropriate. The court must determine whether the contempt was direct or indirect. If the contempt was committed during its sitting and in the immediate view and presence of the court, the contempt is direct, and the court may summarily make a finding of contempt and punish the contemptor. So I'm determining that this is criminal intent, the contempt. I am determining that it was done during the sitting of the court. We're on the record now. I've asked the young man, Mr. Jamil Lockhart, or as he has on here, Jamil of the family Lockhart, to continually not interrupt. I asked, the court is trying to set dates so that Mr. Lockhart's motions, if he wants to, or any of his pleadings could be preserved in writing so that the court can review those writings, give the opportunity for the city attorney, if he chooses to respond, and then the court on the final pretrial date, which I never got a chance to give out.
Cindy, I would actually say Blandino's worse.
I would make a ruling on those. I continually ask Mr. Lockhart to not interrupt the court. I ask Mr. Lockhart, and I've extra.
So the judge right now is putting everything on the record in terms of the contempt. That why he's holding him in contempt, the facts and circumstances surrounding it, and making sure it's all on the record so we all know why he's going to jail for 30 days.
Besides the utmost restraint, in my opinion, with Mr. Lockhart, and telling him that we will have no further conversation about the matter, and the only way that we can speak with the court is through motions. I'm not saying that Mr. Lockhart cannot speak. I'm saying that Mr. Lockhart must speak through the court through motions, and he refused to exercise restraint in his own self, follow the court rules, and he refused to obey the order of the court, which was to please not say anything further regarding the matter. He continually.
Thank you, Vera, for the more $10 Brazilian. I'm so glad you know I'm Brazilian. I think a long time ago, I think I asked chat, what does the R mean for the super chat? And I remember somebody said it was Brazilian currency. So that's how I figured it out, Vera. But thank you very much.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It happened very fast.
I'm so now he's sorry. Now he's sorry. No, that's not sorry. We're too late. It's too late.
Right now on the record. It's happening again right now on the record. So those are the reasons
I'm just
that I
apologizing.
find, again, another contempt. And it just continues to happen. And I'm gonna, now, if you have one more interruption with me, sir, I'm gonna add another 30 days to that. And you're looking at the 60 days, you're gonna get 30 days. Right now, you're gonna get 60 days if you have one more interruption to me. And it will be no early release, okay? And so those are the reasons. The court finds that the contempt was done in the sitting of the court. It was in the immediate view and presence of the court, and that therefore the contempt was direct. So the court rules and statute and law gives me the ability to summarily make a finding of contempt and punish the contempt. You definitely have a right to a lawyer. You have a right to appeal my decision, but that is the decision I'm going to make. And at this point, I'm going to order you to report to the Wayne County Jail. And I'm going to again try and set these dates one more time. I'm going to do this. All right. August the 9th, 2022 is set for a jury trial. We will set motion dates for we'll set a motion date for May 27th,
And there was much rejoicing.
2022. Motions due by 5 p.m. You can send those motions to my email address, and you need to properly serve as the court rules are laid out. You need to properly serve the necessary parties. In this case, you need to serve the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office with that motion and the City of Detroit Law Department with that motion. I'm putting my email address in the chat. That's the email address is at 36districtcourt.org. Response to those motions for the people.
I'm going to let it ride. Well, I'll be right back, but I believe he's also going to give him the full 30 days. He gets no early release. No early release. So he's got to serve the entire 30 days.
Will be due June the 3rd, due by 5 p.m. They too can put their response, if they choose to respond, in my email address, and then we will set a final pretrial date. And where I will rule on those motions on June the 10th. Those dates fine, yes, I got the jury trial. And June the 10th, you need to appear back for a final pretrial date on June the 10th. At 8:30 a.m. Let's clear up this. What do I need to do? All right. So statutory provisions illustrating the use of court's contempt powers Courts have inherent power to punish contempt of court. This power cannot be limited by statute, but the legislator may still provide for use of the contempt power in certain situations. The Michigan legislature has enacted numerous statutes providing for the use of the contempt power. The broadest of these statutes, Section 1701 of the revised Judiciary Act, contains provisions illustrative of the uses of the contempt power. The statute states the Supreme Court, circuit courts, and all other courts of record have power to punish by fine or imprisonment or both persons guilty of any neglect or violation of duty or misconduct in all of the following cases. And I'm just going to cite section A of this as why I'm holding you in contempt: disorderly, contemptuous, or insolent behavior committed during its sitting and in immediate view and presence and directly tending to interrupt its proceedings or impair respect due to its authority. Okay, so that's what we'll put down there. Disorderly and contemptuous behavior in its sitting in immediate view, presence of everyone. And
guys, if you haven't hit that like button, I really would appreciate it if you did. It really does actually help the algorithm. Thank you.
It's going to be order that you report today by 5 p.m. to the Wayne County Jail. And I'm ordering that you do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. You have a right to appeal this order, and I gave you the dates that the next court hearing will be had for motions due, responses due, the jury trial date, and the final pretrial date. Sir, do you have any further questions?
I just want to make sure I can speak without being held in contempt or.
Look at his body. Look at his body language now. Like he's so like. Can I speak now without getting in trouble?
Yes, you may speak. I asked you, do you have any further questions, sir?
Thank you. Your Honor, I would just like to tell you, man to man. It was not my intent to be in contempt.
You done effed up. You done goof.
It's never been my goal. I try to do everything in accordance with the law. As you can see, I have filed documents. I filed motions. I've requested information from the court, all in a desperate effort to wrap my head around the proceedings and what's going on here today. And I'm sorry if I may have gotten frustrated and not being able to understand the nature and cause and action against me. But just again, that was not my intention. I look forward to handling this as amicably as possible. I think that the record will show, I think that the prosecutor will agree that there is no international contract to which I'm tied under statutory jurisdiction. And I would love to see it. I would love to see that evidence. But also, we covered the fact that the city is the injured party or the plaintiff. And this would be an improper venue anyway. But I appreciate your advice on handling that and moving forward with motions. I will be doing that. But again, this thing of contempt, it's just, as one man to another trying to understand and stand on my constitutional rights and exercising them. And I feel today, as what's happened is my pursuit in doing.
Thank you,
that
Vera, for
has
the
somehow
$10
been
Brazilian.
into crime against me, which is a tragedy, and in anyone's eyes, So I cannot consent to moving forward because I still do not understand.
I was just telling Danny this, like the words that he's speaking are still the soft sit script. It's still defiant, as it were, of the court's authority. But I'm looking at his body language. I'm looking at how he's conveying himself, and it's nowhere near as confident as he was 20 minutes ago.
Nature and calls against me. And I will be communicating in writing, and maybe, someone can give that to me in writing. And we can go from there.
All right, and the court has heard all of what I respect the fact that you're trying to use the system and you're trying to operate by your understanding of the system, and the court is not trying to impair you in any type of way to present any claims that you may have. I continually referred you to the Michigan court rules, the Michigan Constitution, the United States Constitution. You want to find jurisdiction, you want to challenge jurisdiction, and I told you, if you want to challenge that, you're free to do that. The court is never going to impair anybody to challenge any of the allegations that are held that are brought in.
Oh, we got bingo. Wait, we actually do have another bingo. Mandy, you got yourself a bingo?
Against them, but there is a procedure, and whether you want to, you got to play by the rules, sir. And whether you accept the rules or not, that's not going to change the rules and the stuff that has been codified and the stuff
never
that
mind.
has been litigated and argued for over 2 centuries. The rules are not going to change for your position. Now, I asked you to continue not say anything. I tried, and I appreciate the fact that you want to I don't know what position you're really taking or where you're getting all this stuff from, and I asked you to put that stuff in motion. But when I asked you to please be quiet, please, I give you ample time to speak. I have not impaired your ability to put what's on the record, but you continually say the same thing over and over. And then when I ask you to please be quiet, and when I tell you that I'm going to hold you in contempt,
you still did it. You still did it. He warned you several times. If you keep on interrupting me, I'm going to hold you in contempt. And what did you do? You interrupted me.
If you're not quiet and you continually go over and over and disobey what the court is trying to say, then I have left with no other option to do what I've already done. So you have an absolute right to an attorney. I gave you Mr. Very, 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 very good attorney. Now, whether you want to listen to his advice or not, you have him there at your disposal. Other than that, sir, I don't know what to do for you.
Again, it's like a father, disciplining and explaining to a 12-year-old.
Okay.
So I'm ordering
I
you,
think,
I'm
yeah,
ordering you to report to the Wayne County Jail by 5 p.m. today.
It just happened so fast, sir.
And here come the excuses. It just happened so fast.
I think we.
Well, maybe you may learn something from this.
You gonna learn today?
You may learn something from this, and that 30 days will give you an opportunity to go read and educate yourself on how this works. I got other people that are taking the same position as you, and I've afforded them the same exact opportunity as you have, and they did not do what you did today.
Imagine that. I love that he mentioned that. Imagine where he says, I deal with other soft sits right now. I'm dealing with other sovereign citizens right now, and even they didn't show me the disrespect that you showed me.
They're holding fast on their position, and that's fine. I respect that. But I don't respect you interrupting me, and it seems that you really need an education on how this stuff works, and I'm gonna give you one today.
You're gonna learn.
Now, Mr. Berry, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Elwood S. Berry, Jr., P28880, on behalf of this defendant.
Now, do you want to speak with Mr. Berry in a breakout room, sir, or not?
No, with all due respect, Your Honor, yeah, I have the right to represent myself in my own person. And that is what I intend to do after having understood the nature and cause of the action against me.
Okay. Well, I've given you, we've gone over all the natures and causes. We've gone over the maximum possible penalty for these offenses. I gave you an opportunity to speak with how and explain to you how the court hears your representations. You can choose to file those representations or not. But in the meantime, I'm going to order you now. I gave you the dates. I'm going to order you now to report to the Wayne County Jail by 5 p.m. today to do those 30 days. All right.
I do not consent.
God damn it. He didn't learn damn thing.
Have a very good day.
You too.
Lockhart eventually retained the services of the public defender's office after serving his sentence for contempt. His lawyer handled the rest of his cases, and there were no further appearances in front of Judge Perkins. Well, imagine that. Maybe he did actually learn something from that 30 days. Maybe he actually did learn something. All right. All right, this is going to be it, guys. I only want to watch this. This will be the it's like a 4-minute video. It's actually pretty cool. YouTube recommended it to me. But after this, we're done. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me this long. I hope you guys had fun. I think I had fun. I had fun tonight. It was fun. It was a struggle trying to get all those body cam footage synced up. And I had a lot of fun dealing with the Karen and this jokester. So I hope you guys had fun as well. And we're gonna end it here with this was recommended to me from YouTube. It's a Louisiana New Orleans police officer on mounted police officer chasing down a suspect, which through his it looks like his helmet cam, which I think is pretty awesome to look at. I thought it was really interesting, so we're gonna end it here. It's like a 4.5-minute video.
Subject is heading towards Bourbon. Subject is between Bourbon and Dauphine on the uptown side sidewalk. He's a black male, red shirt, camouflage pants, black baseball cap, red or orange tennis shoes. He just passed the Sally Port of the hotel. Right there. Up you go, up you go, up you go. Up you go, up you go.
Now he running.
Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, come on. Let's go, come on. Hop, 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 hop. Hop. Move. 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 3600, 1028, 1028, Bourbon Street. Head right by our crazy corner, 95B subject. Crazy corner. Still going down Bourbon. Correction.
I will say I've never actually been to Bourbon Street or the French Quarter as an adult. I would love to do that. It's on my bucket list someday.
Yeah, correction. Just took a right. Took a right. Look out! Look out! We're on St. Peter. St. Peter. Passing up the voodoo shop, heading towards Royal. Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! Ha! Come on, girl, come on. Give it to me, come on. Ha! Royal Street, Royal Street. Taking a, still going. Right on Royal, towards the station. Right on Royal, towards the station.
It smells so bad.
Come on, girl, come
really?
on. Hop, hop, hop. Oh, hang on, buddy, hold on. All right, we're still going towards the station on Raw.
Like, the reason why I thought this was interesting is just like when you have the helmet cam, you get a sense of just how much of a greater field of view or a greater vision you have. When you're a mounted officer, you get a much better line of sight to everything around you. So it makes sense why they still have mounted police, especially in crowded areas like this.
Come on. We got him down in the construction subject, construction area right here on Royal Street. They're up under here, up under here. They got him, they're on him. $3,600 is going to be 600 block of Royal Street. Code 4 for now. Apprehension. Up you go, girl. Up you go. Up you go, boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. You got the gun? We got that. Sit down. 600 block of Royal, about 615 Royal. Outstanding job, gentlemen.
All because I was stuck in track.
I hit my emergency button.
Yeah, persnickety, people in the chat, and I noticed that too, that he references the horse as both male and female, so I have no idea.
Scanlon?
Yeah.
What you going on?
But it was nobody would stop talking. How you clear it?
Hold it, you gotta hold it. You gotta Station's the other way. Let's put it in the car.
Well, station was heading that way.
Yeah, apparently came back this way.
Well, when he saw somebody hit that corner, he turned around.
I think that's 400 out there.
All right.
Come running that whole way.
This rare breed of superheroes in New York City.
We're gonna stop. All right. I just wanted to show that because I thought it was a very interesting piece of footage. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me. Please hit that like button on your way out. Check out my Discord when you can. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday. And if I don't see you again, have a great rest of your weekend. Take care. Adios.